There we go. All right, here we go. We live now. We live. We in the mix, live and in living color. It is I, Treacherous Jones, with Romeo Bones, the Don. When you become the Don, yo,
I
who
was born
deemed
that
you?
way.
Who deemed you the Don?
I was born that way.
You was born a Don. So that's the thing. Are you a Donatello or are you a Don?
I'm a Don.
A Don?
Yeah, I'm a Don. Like I was born a Don. Uh, some days I play capo, but for the most part, I'm always Don. I'm usually consistently a Don, young Don.
Okay, I liked it. I like it. A lot of responsibility come with being a Don, or can you is that can you like can that like a casual thing? You can kind of just
I mean, you just gotta stretch a lot because I ain't trying to pull nothing while I'm balling and stunting. I'm saying,
I dig it.
but that's about it.
I'm
Just
picking.
staying in shape, staying limber,
I dig it. I'm picking up what you're putting down. You know what I mean?
nimble. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You ever heard that, John? That rhyme? Jack be nimble, Jack be quick.
Jack be nimble, Jack be quick. Yeah, that's what's the John? The day that music died and shit. What was that, John? It's American Pie. You know what I mean? So,
Is that
bye.
really?
That wasn't that song. That was part of the lyrics from that song.
That's funny. I was listening to
Bye,
America
bye, Miss
today.
American Pie. Rode a Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry.
The
The
good
good
old
old
boys
boys were
drinking
drinking
whiskey and
whiskey and
rye, thinking this would be the day that I wasn't even talking about that song. But yeah, I was listening to a lot of America today. You ever fuck with America?
America.
Ventura Highway, Tin Man. They got that song that let me see, Janet Jackson. That one track that start off with the guitar riff and they're like doom 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 doom. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I got you. Yeah, I got
Maybe
you.
maybe we'll be
That,
so deeply in love. That shit hard.
that like epitome of like 80s sound type of vibe type of thing almost. So
Yeah, I saw that song was discovered recently for me because I saw Doja Cat singing that motherfucker on live on her chat and shit. Which is actually crazy to me because I don't know the rules no more because motherfuckers be singing other people's music and playing other people's music on their streams and shit. But I just don't know the rules. I really we gotta do some fucking research because she was playing that shit in the background, dancing, singing the whole song. She was not interspersing her own audio with that shit. She was not sharing any opinions. She wasn't cutting that shit off after 15 seconds to talk for a minute. She was just playing that shit in the background and doing her little karaoke thing. It was actually cool. But
I
I
think
don't know why.
I think the general rules. I know at YouTube they kind of essentially what they did at this point is like they're not gonna pull your music for. I mean they're not gonna pull your video for doing that. But if you use music, somebody else's music in your shit, I guess they get like some type of they get cuts or whatever monetization you get or whatever. So, but that's the
Yeah,
crazy
like
thing.
the PROs collect from you, which that's cool. I understand that.
Yeah. So,
Um,
so I'm like, okay, that kind of makes sense. So I don't know on the streaming side, I just don't know how that works out though. Because I mean, I know certain platforms got their own shit. You got one platform that let motherfuckers do whatever they want to do, and you got another platform that's like semi-restrictive, but like it's just weird how restrictive they are because they restrict about some things, but not all things. I just don't know what to make of this shit anymore. No, sometimes it's just do what the fuck you want to do. I guess. You know what I mean.
yeah, I mean, I don't want to sound like a dumbass or idiot or anything. I don't want to be sitting here like, man, I don't get it, so I'm frustrated because I don't fucking get it. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna just basically say like, I should do more research on it. We should definitely take some time and figure that out. Try to understand the nuances of that shit since it applies to us. But
Yeah.
obviously, there's a lot of shit that I've been wanting to do over the last couple of weeks, nigga. I've been tired though, bro. Man, I'm burnt, man. I'm fucking cooked right now. I've been cooked like the last I don't know, probably a week straight. I've probably been cooked. But like the thing is, all right, so I'm making all these plans and I'm trying to be in all these places and I'm trying to keep up with these commitments, right? And I don't see nothing wrong with that. I think that's fine. I think that's life, more life, right? But I think what I'm doing is I'm thinking to myself, like, all right, I'm burning the candle at both ends, basically. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna cut it out. I'm gonna cut this off of here, take away from that so I could get this shit done. And yeah, man. I think I'm just taking away from myself every time. Like basically I'm just getting like fucking like 4 hours of sleep, 3 hours of sleep here, 4 hours of sleep there. And going to work, knocking that shit out, coming home, supposed to go to sleep, but then shit pops up. And it's like,
Yeah.
damn, I'm gonna end up staying up again tonight and not getting that sleep back that I missed yesterday. And then a whole week of that shit, and then you just realize, like, damn, this whole entire week, I think I might have got about 12 hours of sleep.
Yeah,
And then,
that should add up, man. That shit is it do you in, you know what I mean? So, I think the thing about it is like, you can burn the candle, it just got to be in spurts, you know what I mean? Like it's got to be certain like finite type things where it's just like, all right, I got this clip, I'm gonna empty the clip, but that eventually you got to reload, you know what I mean? So, because you can't just be, hand to mouth with a bullet. You can't just be, all right, one. You know what I mean? Because
Mhm.
that's when it gets bad. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, you just got to make sure that you keep enough in the tank for everything. Because I mean, what eventually does happen is like, the more you burn it, the quality of everything starts to kind of fall off, right? The quality of
Right.
life, quality of your
Hmm.
health, the quality of your work, quality of your relationships, all this shit. You know what I mean? And at a certain point, you start asking, man, what's this shit for? You know what I mean?
Nigga.
So,
Yep.
so,
Yep.
so,
Yeah. So I like um congratulate me. Uh I put in my floating sick time or whatever. My floating
hey,
holiday. No, sick
hey,
time, but yeah. I put it in my floating holiday. I was sitting at John today and I was like, yo, I'm fucking tired. You know what? If I don't actually take the time to do it right now, I'm gonna keep just kicking it around and thinking, when should I do it? So I was like, yo, first fucking weekend of October, dog, I'm taking off. Fuck it. I don't give a fuck. So that's what I did. I applied for the first weekend of October. So congratulations, boy.
there you go. Yeah, do that, man. That's good, man. Enjoy yourself, man. Get that rest. You know what I mean? Hopefully, you make some plans, you do some stuff around that, or maybe you just don't plan on doing nothing and just sleeping the whole time. You know what I mean? So, but you know what I mean?
Right. Right. I mean, who knows? That is like a really long time from now. So who the fuck knows how I feel?
I mean, hey, well, it's aspirational, right? So now you can plan around it. You know what I mean? So you can plan to do something, figure out what's going on, make a point of being there, or man, you can get the fuck out. Like I'm trying to figure out.
Well, I'm getting a timeline in front of me right now. But
Okay,
I know last time we spoke about it, where we left off was that Kawhi had been traded back to Toronto, and we were like, "Oh shit, he's going back, the return." And then Adam Silver was like, "Fuck out of here, nah, hold that." But Adam came out and was like, "Nah, it's not me who stopped it. It was each team, each side of the trade. They both decided that they didn't necessarily want to go for a while. This investigation was still looming. So pending the investigation, that's how the trade was looking. Um,
that's not like the Raptors one is. That's has something to do with that right there. You know what I mean? So
I mean, probably because I can't imagine that the Clippers was like, yeah, no, take y'all time, go ahead, investigate. They turned around and was like, shit, man, they got us, dog. Fuck.
well,
They was trying to get away with it though.
I mean, they almost did though. I mean, low key. I mean, they kind of got away almost scot free. Just imagine had these niggas actually made a trade during the during the deadline. You know what I mean? Like that would have been a whole situation. Like if they tried to trade Kawhi during the trade deadline, and the league got to say mid season, nah, dog, y'all can't y'all can't do this trade. You know what I mean? Like that would have been a
Hmm.
whole that'd have been a whole different situation. So, but
Okay.
I guess fortunately and unfortunately for them is that this just happens to be happening during the backdrop of just a crazy off season of just a bunch of different moves and shit like that happening. So
Yeah, because even though they tried to sweep this shit under the rug and just act like this was normal and it was nothing wrong with it.
the Clippers don't have no draft picks; they traded them all. All right, yeah. So they had to pay a fine.
5 firsts, three
Yeah, so
million and 5 firsts.
oof. And then his
But they
contract got
eventually got
voided,
2 of them back.
and then people got suspended. Damn.
And somebody, and niggas got fired.
Oh yeah,
Niggas got fired over that
oh
shit.
yeah. I mean, he kind of has to at that point. So he ain't got no choice.
All right, let me give a little quick synopsis, real. You know what I'm saying? The core allegations were that in 2022, Kawhi Leonard signed a $28 million endorsement deal with Aspiration, a green banking company that was also paying the Clippers $300 million over 23 years in sponsorship money and had ties to the owner, Steve Ballmer. The reporter, Pablo Torre, broke the story in September 2025, alleging Aspiration's deal with Leonard was essentially a no-show job. Money funneled from Ballmer through Aspiration to Leonard to secretly pay him above the salary cap. Aspiration has since gone bankrupt. A second alleged deal was reported by Pablo Torre and expanded to include a second company, Daktronics, the company that manufactures the Clippers Jumbotron scoreboard, which reportedly funneled money from the Clippers to Daktronic and back to Leonard. Sources described it as an unusual arrangement for a company that doesn't typically use celebrity endorsers. The investigation basically found that Leonard, Ballmer, and the Clippers, through independent law firm Wachtell Lipton, it's been going on for nearly 10 months and could drag into the 2027 if the NBA and NBPA don't agree on findings or a settlement. NBPA executive director David Kelly said in July he didn't think there was substance to the salary cap claim, and the union has said that it would push for arbitration if the NBA sought penalties without solid evidence. A trade sending Leonard to Toronto Raptors was agreed to, but is now on hold pending the investigation's outcome, with the Raptors reportedly taking on risk for any sanctions against Leonard or the team. So yeah, them niggas was like, fuck that. And as we stand right now, the investigation's fact-finding phase is reportedly complete. And per NBA insider Mark Stein, Leonard now believes a resolution could come before training camp starts. The last major cap circumvention case was 1999 with Joe Smith, like you said, where the owner got a year-long suspension. The team was fined $3 million and they lost draft picks. Leonard and the Clippers organization have denied any wrongdoing throughout this whole situation.
Sorry, not to cut you off there, but yeah.
No, I'm done. Go ahead.
Timberwolves ruining KG's prime and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, that really caused KG his prime. That's the main reason that nigga ended up on Boston, because they lost all those damn picks and couldn't make no moves. But
yeah, but you know how it go, man. If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying to win. And them niggas was definitely trying to win. And
yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, you can't really blame them for trying to make the best of KG's prime.
No,
you just blame them for doing it wrong. You can blame them for getting caught.
Playing dirty. But that's a crazy thing. So, like, the thing you just read there essentially is that, like, I guess there has to be an agreement between the NBA PA and the league. So it's kind of crazy because I guess, there's incentive on both sides to kind of, dare I say, probably brush this shit under the fucking, you know what I mean? Like, under the rug. Because, on one end, the NBA PA could probably sit back and make an argument to the league and be like, see, that's why I got to get rid of these salary caps, man. And y'all got to actually figure out the situations as caps, because y'all circumventing shit, man. This money could be going to the players and shit like that. So I think there is precedent for them to actually kind of go against the ownership and maybe even Kawhi in a sense, because essentially that's money that could probably be in the whole pool of everybody. But on the NBA side, I mean, they're supposed to safeguard against shit like this, but this is a little rough because the crazy thing is if Kawhi was actually a little bit smarter, all he had to do was just hire another staff and team, and that whole situation could have been crazy. You know what I mean? Like, what was he saying? Like, it was the Jumbotron company. He could have just literally just hired niggas to hook up wires.
Yeah. Well,
and that could have been like, yeah, these guys, they work and set up the Jumbotron. You know what I mean? And
yeah, I remember when I was reading about this shit like in detail a couple of days ago, and one of the things I noticed that was said about it was Kawhi never even showed up to the company. So like he was getting paid to be some type of endorsed endorser.
This
But
for
like this
aspiration,
nigga,
right? Aspiration, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, but this nigga never even came to any meetings or anything like that. And no, it was actually a similar deal with Daktronics too, because it was like, okay, we're paying him as a celebrity endorser, but it's like, nigga, you're gonna have to show up to a meeting or something, bro. Like, like somehow Uncle Dennis worked it out where these companies was going to pay this boy to do nothing. And if they just wouldn't have been so selfish, if they would have just been like, yo, why don't you just pay me to do the minimum? How about that? How about I just show up in a fucking sweatsuit maybe 3 times throughout the year? We call it a quarterly meeting, or 4 times throughout the year, call it a quarterly meeting. And then, you know what I'm saying? We still strategizing, right? You can't say I wasn't there. You can't say I wasn't trying, right? But that's the thing. This nigga literally refused to actually have any part in the company or do anything for the company. So I'm like, go ahead.
But you're right. I mean, well, I think with the aspiration thing is that, that junk kind of, like, it almost went, it almost, they almost got away with it. I mean, it just wasn't until they got towards the end of things and they were looking at the findings and people were looking at the paperwork like, all right, where's this money going? You know what I mean? And they see that and they just like, yo, why is homeboy getting paid this much? Oh yeah, he works here.
But it would have been easier to cook the books if you actually had this nigga on paper clocking in once or twice.
Clocking in, planted a couple trees, showed up at a couple events. I mean, at which point you could say, damn, dog, like really y'all had to pay him that much to do that. But at least you could say, hey,
yeah,
there's
if this nigga would have wore one t-shirt, bro, while working out, you know what I'm saying? I had one picture with a fucking aspiration t-shirt while working out. That shit would have like probably would have circumvented all of this shit of them circumventing the cap.
but this is the crazy part for me. They're circumventing the cap to give him extra money, but my man was already getting a max contract, so it wasn't like that's the crazy part about it. So,
no, but that's him and his camp came to the conclusion that a max contract wasn't enough.
Yeah,
not for the top 3 player in the league. It's not enough.
But that's the I guess I meant that's the question. Like, damn, was Kawhi value? Well, I guess it had to be. Was Kawhi value really that much to the Clippers? You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, did they steal that much momentum from the LA from the Lakers and shit like that? Like, did they really do that?
I don't know. I mean, obviously they dropped the ball. They didn't make the most of it, but I think it was worth it for them because they was brand new. Like, they was new face Clippers. You know what I'm saying? They was new face Clippers, new owner. They just got off all that racist shit. They just got off of that Lob City shit. Like, this was actually their biggest chapter since all of that. And they was damn, how do we do it without CP3? You know what I'm saying? Like, how do we fucking start over? So they literally had to sink everything into 2 new stars.
Yeah, I mean, they turned the page in a real way. I'm not mad at that.
They sold tickets. They might have had a couple of seasons where we expected more than what they was able to accomplish, but them niggas definitely turned into good like TV. They definitely created a show.
I mean, it did something enough to build a new stadium, right? They moved out of the crib.
And look, we talking about them right now.
Yeah,
that's free advertisement. That shit that happened, I guess.
Yeah, I guess I guess it changed the branding because the Clippers were just what, if not just the Lakers' little brother, they were ass. You know what I mean? So, but I guess for a little bit, they were respecting.
It was like a G League team that had the misfortune of having to play in deeper waters.
So, but I guess in the case of these guys here, I mean, I guess they did. I don't know. I mean, I guess they did a good job. You know what I mean? Like, in terms of just trying to turn it around. But I guess what it ended up turning into, like the first season, 2019, 2020 season, they had a real shot at it, right? But, issue is that they just can't stay healthy enough. I think their starting lineup only played 15 games together the whole season. So
wasn't it Denver that fucked them over?
Yeah, I mean, Denver fucked them over. They fucked themselves over. I mean, they were up. What was it? They were up 3-1. And
Doc.
Yep, Doc. You know what I mean? That was Doc that fucked them over. That was what it was.
Yeah, that was Doc. Big Doc. So I got a question. This is the crazy part, I think. What do you think the likelihood of Kawhi being the only one who is doing this type of shit is?
Like 5%. So maybe 3. You know what I mean?
So that means it's about a 95 to 97% chance that this is actually way more commonplace than anybody is willing to accept or admit.
I don't think this is as egregious as this here. I think this here is just fucking flagrancy. I mean, dare I say, I don't want to be bringing too much attention to this, but LeBron here on a minimum contract. Okay.
Bro, you know what the fuck? They done bought that nigga a yacht. They got him a fucking what do you call it? They call him a penthouse in the city. They got this nigga automatically like his name is getting chiseled into the fucking Liberty Bell as we speak.
They say him coming here is going to bring anywhere from 100 to 200 million to the local economy in the next year.
I
That's
already see it.
that's crazy. I mean, the jersey sales. My man got the top selling jersey already. You know what I mean?
Right. Right. Uh shit. There's a couple of different things. Imagine how much these tickets is gonna cost next season.
I've seen them, dog. Yo, like, those our little $50 slide-ins, man, on $50 Friday nights, man. You know what I mean? I don't know if that's happening no more, bro. I mean, it ain't one of them nights, man.
$1,500 slide-ins.
You know what I mean?
$500 slide-ins.
You know what I mean? Like in them jobs where we go, we go kick it at Xfinity and see what happens. You know what I mean? Like it ain't even Xfinity no more, right? Xfinity that sold the name. But yeah, we go kick it at Live, kick it over there. We'll see what's happening a little bit on the Game Time app. All right, cool. Slide over real quick. It's not happening no more. You know what I mean? So,
yeah. And I remember I used to say like that nigga big. He a whale. When he moved, the whole sea move.
Yep.
And I see everybody moving. Literally everybody got to adjust everything now. And it's crazy.
Remember Adam Silver, he was even saying, he was like, man, I need LeBron to make a decision because I got to figure out how to make the schedule. So
yep. Like we can't drop the schedule until this boy do what he's supposed to do.
So,
and that's crazy for him to tell us that. Like I think that's weird as shit. That's like me going to the public and telling them that about you. You know what I mean?
It's like, yo, what that? Yo,
like, hey, call your boy. Ain't y'all niggas cool? Don't you got his number?
But even that,
that's to tell everybody. You could just tell Adam.
Even that though, it's just like, come on, dog. Like, man, you at least need to make it a semblance of that. You just thinking, hey, don't run the league. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. You gotta at least be looking out for the next one. But that's just funny. But what was I say about that? But yeah, but I mean, as far as I mean, there's been other instances that we've presumed such. You know what I mean? Like, remember with Dirk, he took a lot of he took some pay cuts over some years. You know what I mean? To help the Mavericks win some games, get some players, and apparently Mark Cuban invested in his documentary, very expensive documentary. I didn't see that, John. Didn't quite make it to the theaters, but yeah,
I'm sure it was top quality.
Yeah, so
I'm sure they had the biggest budget, all the best creators collaborating together.
Which is wild though. But I'm just looking at like the salaries now though. You know what I mean? In the current cap situation, it's a little weird because I'm thinking even the way it's done now is that with the first and the second apron and everything like that, and then you got certain max players eating up so much cap. I'm wondering if you got kind of like the middle and the lower tier guys that's probably making side deals just to make it easy on the team, right? So you might be somebody that could probably get like about 17, 15, 17 mil, but trying to fit in the 15, 17 mil when you already got two max players on the roster, that's a little rough, man. So I don't know, man. Maybe we can kind of make this a little bit sweeter for you. Let's kind of see what we can do for you right now, to kind of make it easier for you to stay here so we can build out this roster. So, but I don't know.
You end up in a Malik Beasley situation. Well, you're like, all right, you know what? I need to supplement some income real quick.
Yeah, well, he made his own situation. He was like, man, see, that's the thing, that this dude's like that make me think that it ain't really happening as much. Because, but Malik Beasley, I mean, I'm wondering, who else is a Malik Beasley from night to night? He may not necessarily be making those moves, but somebody might be doing that. You know what I mean? So it's like, somebody out here shaving. So
yeah, it'd be really making me wonder. Like, is it like roaches? Like, if you see one that represents like hundreds and thousands and shit under the surface, like this might just be an iceberg situation,
I mean, it's bound to happen. I mean, it's not like it never happened before. We can sit here and act surprised that, oh yeah, man, somebody's actually sports betting, on themselves in a game. I'm pretty sure somebody's tried it. You know what I mean? So, I mean, whether you're nice enough to pull it off, that's a whole different story. But
Well, Pete Rose, but he only bet on himself winning. He said he was like, "Yeah, I never bet on myself to lose." But I guess that's still not cool though.
just like man, especially when it's an easy dub. Oh man, this a body right here, man. Yeah, let me just
Hell yeah, I'm about to go ham tonight. Yeah, let me go ahead.
so
go
you know
ahead
what I
and sweeten
mean?
that pot real quick. I feel
Nah,
good.
what's my over under tonight? Yeah, nah, man, my leg hurt,
Yeah,
man. I don't
smash
think
that.
my leg hurt, man. It's come into the stadium limping real quick. Oh man, yeah, he looks like he's a little out of it today. I don't think he's gonna make that over, and then come in and smoke these niggas. Just like, man, these niggas, man.
I remember. I forget what fucking ESPN show I was watching, but I cut the sample. I cut the sample to use it in a track, and in the beginning of it was like whatever the fucking boy name it was, like, who showed up to the stadium on crutches in a wheelchair and went on to lead his team to victory by 35 pounds. I was like, what the fuck? Like, yo, hardcore football was hardcore back in the day. Like that, them niggas was like, yo, yeah. All right, then like I think that same documentary, it was one player who he got a fucking finger injury and he was like, you just cut it off. So they cut it off and sent him back in, bro. I'm dead ass serious. This nigga finger was bent the wrong way and he couldn't fucking make his fist. So he was like, yeah, just cut it off. We'll figure that shit out later.
Cut it off, just to put it back on later. It's like, yeah, you're not gonna have the same type of feeling in that. So
like, that shit is not gonna be a finger, nigga. That shit is gonna be that forever. It's gonna be a fucking piece of flesh hanging off your hand.
It's like, dog. No, you just only gained 3 of the season, bro. You good?
Like, it's preseason, bro. Calm down, bro.
Preseason, bro. It's just, don't even worry about it, dog.
They're not even playing their starters, man. Just chill, man.
We ain't even make the playoffs, bro. Or you gotta do, man. He say the same thing. It's like, bro, it's December, dog. We're fucking like 4-11, bro. Just don't even.
I don't know why. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I think the name that's popping into my head is Chuck Bednarik.
Oh,
Chuck Bednarik.
Oh man, I need to know what was on the line for that game, man. I need to know if it was really on the line. So, I'd hope not. So, well, I'd hope so, because I mean, I don't know. It's one thing to be making these decisions, but man, you don't be wilding, don't be playing with your body like that. Pause. Because you never know. You know what I mean?
Damn.
But damn.
All right, so this is different. I don't know if this is what I was referring to, but this is what popped up on November 20th, 1960. Philadelphia Eagles legend Chuck Bednarik delivered a devastating legal tackle on New York Giants running back Frank Gifford at New York Yankee Stadium. The blow caused a deep concussion. I ain't never even heard of a deep concussion. That's crazy. That knocked Gifford unconscious, hospitalizing him for 10 days and temporarily forcing his retirement from the NFL.
Damn. Oh, temporarily forces retirement?
Yeah. It sidelined him for the remainder of that season and all of 1961 before he returned in 1962.
They say it sounded like an axe splitting a piece of wood.
That's what niggas said?
Yeah, dog. Apparently it's called The Hit. Yeah, like it's just, it's wild.
Oh, that's some famous shit, huh?
Yeah, that's
he knocked
wild.
The life out that nigga. That's what's up.
1960. Oh man. Just can you imagine getting body like that the week before Thanksgiving, bro? That's crazy.
Nigga, could you imagine getting body like that and it ain't even color on the TVs? Like everybody sitting there looking at you and you just fucking like you're gone. Like, could you imagine being down for a week because of one nigga doing some routine shit, the shit you do every day? One nigga put you out for a week. I'd be calling that nigga like, damn, bro, what the fuck I do to you? Like, you ain't no way you hitting everybody like you hit me that day. There's no fucking way. Like, nigga, that shit sounds personal.
He caught him though. Damn, that's crazy. So that won in the game. The Giants were leading the game 10-0. Eagles rallied to a 17-10 lead in the fourth quarter. Oh man.
Yeah, that's cool. I like that. Well, shit. Since we
As Gifford lay motionless on the field, Bednarik stood over him, raising his arms in celebration in what became an iconic but controversial image, since it appeared to be an excessive celebration of Gifford's injury. Bednarik later said he was unaware of the magnitude of the injury sustained by Gifford and was merely celebrating the play that won the game for Philadelphia. Oh, he said he
Nice.
forgave him.
Humble nigga. Humble nigga. He was like, yo, I ain't even know I broke him in half. Honestly, I thought it was just a regular Thursday. That nigga ain't get up. He looked at him like, yo, hey, I ain't think I was strong. I just thought he was weak, you know? Well, since we're inadvertently talking about football right now, shit. I've heard it put this way. I've heard it put slightly different, but I've heard it put different ways. Would you be willing to sacrifice a couple Eagles seasons for the Sixers to win the chip?
In abstract, yes. In abstract, yes. In this pocket we in, nah, dog. I've like, especially where we got Jalen as our.
So you don't feel like you need to?
I don't necessarily feel like it, but nah, but I'm kind of just lead more in the sense to where like I'm just not really feeling the shit that's being talked about Jalen Hurts right now, and I feel like, man, I need to see my man command some respect. You know what I mean? Like, like I'd like to see that just as where we stand right now. The disrespect is just a little too loud. You know what I mean? For niggas to lay down, just to, you know what I mean? Just to let the homies across the street get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. So the thing about Jalen is, I'm afraid he might not ever get that shit. I'm afraid he might not ever get his respect, namely because he plays for a good organization. Now, unfortunately, no matter how much he wins, they always will be able to be like, well, he wouldn't have ever been able to, like, who's his name? I thought he used to be our guy. Motherfucking yeah, who cares? Fuck his name. But he'll always be I'm talking about the nigga who committed that safety in the end zone, like in the back of the end zone. Played for the fucking the Lions or whatever. But he'll always be able to say, like, yeah, Jalen, yeah, he's good in that system. But if he played for the Lions, like I played for the Lions, his career wouldn't have been shit, just like my career wouldn't have been shit. You know what I mean? And there's gonna be so many niggas that's gonna be able to come out and say that. And I it makes me afraid that we might end up seeing some Tom Brady-ish type shit at the end of Jalen's career, where he might have to leave and prove himself just to show niggas what he can do on a second tier organization. But at the same time, I think that's going to probably end up inevitably happening anyway, just because of the way Howie is. So I'm not really that worried about it. And like I told niggas, bro, I'm a fan of the jersey. I'm a fan of the person who plays for the team when they play for the team. When they stop playing for the team, then it's on to the next person that's playing for the team. For me, I only got room for 53 spots in my heart. You know what I'm saying?
I dig that. But I guess I completely understand that, but I feel like, I don't know, some of those spots actually still hold even after they leave, you know what I mean? So if not honorary spots.
Well, that's for you. I haven't put that to the test yet in my life because I've only been watching since 2020. So when it comes down to players that I've actually lost, like, think about it.
For guys that retired out, that left, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just
I'm talking about niggas who became comp.
Yeah. So I mean, but even
niggas who became competition, right? Okay, right now, this is serious. George Niang, okay. I'm just saying, this is niggas that we had and we loved while he was here, and we don't have no more. George Niang, right? We had Pat Bev, right? Tell me how you felt when he was playing for the next team.
Pat Bev, I soured on him because he was a little too happy when he left. That's all. I ain't like that. You know what I mean? So at least George, hey, George went where his money was. I can't be mad. I'm not faulting him on that. He went and got paid. You know what I mean? So they damn sure weren't paying him here. So he did his thing. So I can't hate on him. But then again, at this point, we don't even see him like that. So I can't hate the ball because
Yeah, no.
when the
He
last
ain't
time we
really
saw
fucking-
when the last
he
time we
ain't
saw
hurting
it,
us.
yeah,
He ain't out here hurting us.
yeah, you know what I mean. So
Josh Richardson, he went from being one of us to against us.
he retired.
Um,
Where he at?
no, I mean before he went back to Miami at a point after us. Didn't he go to Dallas too after us?
He might have been. Yeah, he may have been there for a while.
Yeah. Tobias Harris.
Come on now.
I'm just saying these is niggas
Love.
who we looked at as our guy, and then they became a villain or a former 76er. Right?
Of all those guys you named, there's only one person I'm fond of so far. So,
And that was George Niang, right?
yeah.
All right. James Harden, Jimmy Butler. All right. I'm still just going off the top of my head. JJ Redick,
Fondly. Those are three. Okay. I like
TJ McConnell.
TJ still honorary Sixer. So even though he played for them way longer, he played for us.
I hate you niggas for that.
So,
Rocco twice.
because he's somebody we shouldn't have left. We shouldn't have let him go. But
I mean, this is a process for you, right?
yeah.
Rocco twice.
Yeah, he's all right.
PJ Tucker. Did he come here and then go win a chip?
Nah,
Or did he win a chip and then come here?
He
won with
a
the
chip.
Bucks before he won.
Yeah,
Before
because
he came here, right?
He won with the Bucks, went to Miami, and then he came here.
Okay. I think Kelly is probably going to go down as one of my most missed guys.
Kelly,
you know?
yeah. Kelly,
I think
man,
he's going to go down as one of my most missed guys in my career.
Not only did he ingratiate, he rehabilitated his career here. You know what I mean? So, because Kelly,
niggas said he couldn't. Niggas said he wasn't given enough defensive effort. Niggas said that he couldn't shoot and he made bad decisions, poor decisions when it came to the ball being in his hands. Niggas said that he was a me first player, not a team guy, right? Niggas said that he couldn't play, he couldn't fit into a system that did not revolve around him being a go-to scorer. Nigga, he destroyed all of those.
All that narrative.
Honestly, fucking notions.
I feel like the main reason why he ended up taking so much of a hit is just mainly because he was the sacrificial lamb for that Warriors tank season. You know what I mean? So somebody had to take the L. Draymond damn near sure wasn't taking the L. So he was you know what I mean? He caught all that. You know what I mean? All of that. So, you know what I mean? Poppy, all you know what I mean?
I wonder if Bob Myers and he have some sort of connection stemming back from that whole situation. Now that I think about it,
Bob was like, "Listen, just come to Philly. I got you." You know what I mean? Like, yo,
we got Nick over here.
We're gonna figure this out.
We got
you know what I mean?
Tyrese over here. Like, honestly, this is your opportunity to like completely like evolve as a player and revive your image. And that's what he did here, bro.
Yeah.
So I think this city will always look fondly on him. He never did nothing wrong here except get hit by a car. Just trying to be out fucking around. He never said a bad thing. There was that one time, that legendary time, where he walked up to the refs and said, "You a bitch. Your mama a bitch. Your grandmama a bitch." Yeah, and
he was
he was riding for Nick at the time, I believe, if I remember correctly.
He was riding.
So, like, yeah, that was on a regular night in a regular season game. It's like a Thursday, bro. I don't think nothing was at stake. So I love his heart. I love his passion. I love his fire. He'll appreciate me saying that. That's why his hair is red. But yeah. Who else is there? That we that went on to become our competition? Because this Sixers on every fucking team. You know that.
Paul Reed.
All right, so Paul, I still like Paul. I ain't gonna lie. Even when we play in Detroit and we really need to win, I'm like, yo, listen, we could get Paul can afford to get 18 and we can still knock this victory out. I'm just saying. Did we see any where the fuck is Ricky Council?
And I don't know. That's the thing, man. He kind of fell off, man.
I didn't
Honestly,
see no Ricky Council this year, bro. I've been watching
honestly,
some hoops and I ain't seen no Ricky Council this year, bro.
yeah, that's a rough one right there, man. I don't know
Ain't
where
it?
he's at, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I felt like he was. I don't know, man. I felt like he was on his way. I mean,
So I
and then
think
we got Jared McCain, and then all his minutes got taken. So,
yeah.
um,
And then we traded Jared McCain. So he's another guy who's competition now. And when we play against Isaiah Joe,
oh, okay, I see it happening here.
I don't think I want Isaiah Joe going off on us, you know? I do not want Isaiah Joe going off on us. I'd rather see get it from the mud, Paul. You know, get it out the mud. Paul Reed, go off on us. I'd rather see that any day of the week.
No, I completely agree. No, I'm not hating on Joe. Well, shit, Joe won a championship, so Joe he may be in a better
Joe good. He don't need my love.
Yeah.
He don't need he Hall of Famer Isaiah Joe.
All right, so let's see here. Oh, so Ricky Council, he got signed by the Rockets last season, actually.
Oh, that's a bad team to be on. That's a
Yeah.
bad city to be in.
Well,
Damn.
especially if we're trying to crack that rotation, that's bad. Yeah, so he got signed to the Rockets, got waived, and he is in the G League, Rio Grande Valley Vipers.
It's trash.
Yeah, so he
And you know that's.
back.
Do you now? Can I want to get into that a little bit, bro? Because honestly, we just been like kind of kicking the can a little bit thus far, but I'm very, very curious about how a player's trajectory turns into that, right? Like now, as an example, I'll say the FWC HPO, right? Somehow this nigga, yeah, I'm drawing. Somehow this nigga can be the best player on a team, the most productive player on the team, the MVP of the motherfucking finals, and then lead a team to a 3 seed. I mean, we all know it's a good team, but almost single-handedly. And then still somehow be considered not a conducive player, not a good player, not a player that you want to build around, not a player that you want to invest in. Right now that exists. That dynamic exists in the league, right? Now you take that dynamic, right? I was just watching some shit about Cam Thomas the other day, right? And niggas was talking about how can you be a scoring nightmare? How can you be a nigga who is this talented on this level and be able to give this many points any game, any situation, no matter what, but still not be something that a team is looking for, not be something that's valued? Well, there's a lot of reasons, actually. Now, I'm not going to bring up Cam Thomas. I'm not going to go into what that shit was, just using that as an example because we all know how he is and why niggas might not like him. But going back to Ricky Council, that nigga gave his all, bro. That nigga put his heart into that season, my nigga. And, like, don't get me wrong, like, Nick invested in him. There was a couple of different niggas, a couple of different young boys that season that showed a lot of promise, and they was fucking gunning for minutes. Like, remember, his main comp in the beginning of the season was Terquavion. You understand?
Yep.
And he left that nigga in the dust, right? And then it was a fight between him and our fucking lottery pick, Jared McCain, right? And then it was a fight between him and legitimate NBA players because of the energy and the defense and the fucking intensity this nigga just brought. Like, he infused the team with energy. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man! All right. Well, in his case, I'm starting to see now. Just looking at the way the numbers play themselves out. So, unfortunately, when guys start getting into this metric game and shit like that,
and that's why I said the analytics dictate a certain, not dictate, but the analytics tell a certain story.
Yeah,
and we need to talk about that.
Yeah, and in his case, because the analytics don't necessarily look good, right? All right, which is crazy because you're not lying that Nick Nurse definitely put a lot in the homeboy because my man played, 2024, 2025 season. My man played 73 games, started 12 of them. So,
nigga, is that not like that's what I said? He started off that season with Terquavion as his main fucking competition, nigga. Later on in that season, we was like, dog, you think Ricky probably should have started over naming legitimate players?
Yeah, but this what makes it rough though, right? So the prior season, Only played 32 games. Averaged like not even 10 minutes a game. The issue is when you start looking at it, it comes down to his averages, right? So
Yeah,
his
he averaged
first
like
season.
7, 3, and 2 or some shit like
So
that.
yeah, well, but those numbers don't quite matter as much as your field goal percentage, right? So
Oh yeah,
first
yeah,
season, field goal
splits.
percentage 0.482. 3 point
That's great.
percentage. How guess what his 3 points percentage was?
Like 37.
Yep, 37.5.
Yeah,
Right.
see, the reason I guess that is because that is league average.
Yep, just slightly, but you know what I mean, above. But that's
Yeah,
where you're at, right?
slightly above. But
Yeah.
that should get you $1 million contract though.
Yeah.
Shit, like that should be
So-
able to get you $1 million contract. But go ahead. So he was
then
actually a serviceable player, is what you're saying.
yes. So the first season those are his averages. So next season, increased minutes. My man went from averaging 48%. My man dropped to 38%. 3 point percentage down to 26%. So it's kind of a, you know what I mean? Those numbers.
No, I mean, I know how that. Listen, bro.
I
We
know.
watched it happen to
I
all
know.
of our favorite. Every single one of our favorite players was given a chance. Every
Yep.
single one of the players that we love was given the ball on a given night, and they had the opportunity to step up. Some
Yep.
of them did. Some of them didn't. Some of them did and then didn't. Some of them didn't and then did. You
Yeah.
remember Shake fucking Milton?
Hell yeah.
You remember Shake gave niggas? But you remember Shake? You remember that Lakers game? You remember
Shake.
that fucking Lakers
Yeah,
game?
they had a Clippers
That was
game.
a
Yeah,
Monday.
that Clippers game. Well, he gave what? He gave the Clippers 50, right?
Well, no, he gave the Clippers 50, and then he played the Lakers after that because it was a road. We was on the road, right? So Doc, it was funny because Doc refers to that, but I'm talking about the Lakers when he played the Lakers, and it was LeBron, and he ended up. I think it was beautiful. He had a nice little highlight. He dunked on LeBron. It was like a good fucking game. Like Shake Milton was leading our team, bro. Now he didn't give him 40 or 50. If you want to, I'm not sure. I could pull up the game. I just dropped my phone in the corner though, but he ain't give him 40 or 50, but I'm pretty sure he still gave him like a good respectable 23 that night or something crazy like that. And LeBron said on TV, he was like, yeah, this kid Shake Milton, this is something he's somebody you gotta pay attention to, obviously. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, it was a huge thing. Like national media gave a fuck about that nigga for like a day and a half. But yeah, Shake Milton was like, that became a nigga that we competed against. Now I think he might be out of the league.
Yeah, he was around for a little bit. Damn. So November 2022, crazy game stretch. My man was averaging 22 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists. That was a crazy run. So
And how many games? What was this stretch again? It was like a week.
It was a 4-game stretch, but it's just like
that was a week.
yeah. But
They
then
had a 4-game stretch, and then like that
Nah.
one 40-point game definitely threw the average up like a whole lot.
yeah, but then he had that game against the Clippers. My man had 26 points in the first half. That was a crazy game. Shit, I remember that one game. Remember that one season we went to the last game that season, and Paul Reed had like 20 and 20 in the last game, and like Shake Milton had something crazy. I was like, yo, this is
that's what happened. Nigga, they was playing against their type of players, you know.
yeah.
Niggas
So,
was looking across the court like, yeah, I remember him. I remember him from my fucking my workouts at the fucking like I don't know. I'm trying to think of somewhere to try to put these players down, but I can't put these players down. These are goddamn professionals. They know what the fuck they doing. A nigga that I was actually happy to play, like after we got rid of him, a nigga that I was always happy to play any given night, make him look stupid. Anybody on my team score on him, make him look dumb. Fucking no goddamn tribute video, no goddamn good memories, no thinking about you, no, oh yeah, it was such a good time having you here, like always be a Sixer at heart. Like, no, fuck that, all of that, fuck that. Matisse Thybulle, yo, fuck that boy, yo, like straight up,
damn,
like
for real, damn.
Yeah, bro. Death to his camp, yo. Death to his camp, yo.
Damn.
Death to his camp, bro. Nah, because like, first off, I'm mad because we had Mo Bamba after him. Because I wanted to call him Matisse Macheeks. I wanted to call him Macheeks, right? But we got Mo Bamba, and I don't want to confuse any of it with Mo Cheeks, right? Because that's all real shit. All of that. That's real shit. That's real shit. So I was like, Matisse, my thief. You know what I'm saying? That was what we called him when he was here. But I call him a thief because the motherfucker could not do anything to help win a game. That was what it was like straight up. Anytime we asked him to do anything, nope, can't do it. My bad. Average 12 points, my boy.
I can't say
average 9 points, my boy.
Nah, because my man as a defender was crazy. My man was getting steals at will, man, at a certain point. You know what I mean? So,
my boy. All right, look, listen. He was getting fouls too. Okay, he was getting fouls, and he wasn't carrying his weight on the offensive end, so niggas could slack off of him and not defend him. If you ain't fouling, you ain't
playing. Well, no, his issue is that you can't have Matisse Thybulle and Ben Simmons.
Thank you. Because that's exactly what I was going to say. I was going to say, no, his issue is that he won't shoot the ball. And if you got Ben Simmons as a primary star on your team, you can't have another nigga that won't shoot the ball. Yeah. That's the last thing you can have.
So
right. So yeah, that's a nigga. Yeah, that's a nigga. Every time we played against him, I rooted against that nigga happily.
Nah, I was just mad that he started hitting threes when he went to fucking Portland. But I guess he ain't got no choice at that point, right? So
yeah, but at the same time, look at his career now, and look who we got. We got Simons now back from Portland. He went to Portland to be Simons like fucking road buddy, and now we got the better of the two. So fuck him.
This nigga, where is he? Yeah, this nigga at the Lakers now. It's fucking crazy, but that's another story in itself. So.
Hey, who else is Kelly a Laker?
Kelly Oubre?
No, was Kelly a Pacer? Where'd Kelly go again?
Kelly's a Pacer. That hurt me right there.
Yeah, Kelly's a Pacer. No, that's a good team for Kelly.
That's a good team for Kelly. It's just not we're gonna have.
It's not a good. Yeah, that sucks for us. That sucks for the Sixers. Yeah, I mean, but listen, bro.
I mean, it sucks.
I like Kelly.
I like Kelly. It just
when it comes to Kelly, like. Figuratively speaking,
I want to see Kelly in the West Coast doing good against a team that we don't have to beat. You know what I mean?
All right, figuratively speaking, right? This is a good concept, and I don't want to lose it, right? Figuratively speaking, how many games out of an 82-game season would you sacrifice to see Kelly go to a place that he can actually have a good career? How many games out of an 82-game season would you sacrifice to see your favorite players have good careers? Honestly, I give Kelly like 3-4 games, bro. I give Kelly, and we don't even play the fucking Pacers that many damn times unless we go to the playoff. We only play them 4 times a year.
That's enough. It's enough times.
All right. Well, I'll give Kelly the sweep because I love Kelly. I'll give Kelly the sweep. I ain't gonna lie.
That's a whole seed, bro. That's crazy,
nigga.
You gonna drop a seed? You gonna drop a whole 2 seeds,
Kelly?
Dog?
Just for Kelly,
bro?
Nigga, Kelly dropped seeds on me every day. Why wouldn't I drop seeds for him?
I think you love this nigga too much, dog. Shouts out to Kelly, bro. But dog, I ain't giving up no seed for you, bro. I'm sorry.
No, at this angle, my mustache looks fucking killer.
Shit, I know. I know. Kelly
Niggas
told you
you
look nice
when he dropped seed on you. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no.
That's what happened when the nigga drops seed on it all day.
I mean, some niggas use horse saddle oil. You know what I mean? Some niggas use fucking Kelly oil.
I got that oil you bought me. I got that big ass that vat of oil that you got me. That fucking barrel of oil that I got to roll down the goddamn the corridor in order to refill. In order to refill my tanks. Yeah. You remember that big ass fucking barrel of oil you got me? You got me a goddamn.
Yo, man. That
you got me
crazy.
A facility's worth of oil, nigga. I could oil up every lawn tool on my entire block for all of my neighbors. And we all got lawns, just so you know. Like this I don't live in the city like you, nigga. We got lawns. So like, nigga, that was enough oil for the ages. Like, nigga, I got people I don't even talk to no more that I shared that oil with.
That's crazy. Split oil with niggas like, I got so much oil to spare, dog.
Yo, you talking about this oil now?
Yo, I got so much oil, bro. I need you to take some of this off my hands, man.
Nah, for real. You could cook with it.
That's wild because that's funny. It's funny you mentioned that though, because I remember when I copped, I was in the shop the other day and I saw how much the price went up on that John. I was like, that's wild, man. Like
you got a deal, nigga. That's why you do it like how you do it, right?
I was like before, bro. I was like, yo, this is cool before, because man, listen, man, I was getting down there 2 oils for like 1.5 oils now. So that's just kind of crazy, dog. Like that was just
getting 2 gallons of oil for the price of 1.5 gallons. Niggas had a pallet jack in the store like it was BJ's. Niggas was like, yeah, it's cool if I take this to the car, I'm gonna bring it back. My dolly broke, so I need this joint. I need the electric joint. Yeah. Go ahead.
Nah, yeah. Now somebody's trying to FaceTime me on this show, and my whole computer and phone just went crazy. But
Oh shit. Nice. Nice.
nah,
Nice. Nice.
but nah, yeah, yeah. It's that. But I'm just looking at the price of that, and I'm like, damn, dog. Like shit, I can't. Take care of that. I say all that just to say take care of that oil, man, because you know that shit ain't cheap no more, man. So, I mean, I ain't gonna say preserve it. Get some good use out of that oil, but you know, I mean,
Oh man. No, yeah. I be thinking about Diddy. I be like, yo, I want to preserve my pretty. I want to throw something sexy on. And then
see, that's
I
what
just
that's
dump
that's
that
what
oil
the
straight over my head, bro. I anoint myself like the Lord Almighty.
oh my gosh. See, and the thing is, that type of oil is a little better than mineral oil. You know what I mean? So mineral oil is what you
Mm-hmm.
get you caught up. You know what I mean? So mineral oil is not good for that. You know what I mean? So, but that oil though, that's you know what I mean. That's good. You know what I mean? So second best oil to Kelly oil. You know what I mean? But yeah, you still there? Did I lose you?
Nah, I'm here. I'm here. I was having a discussion with my young boy. I was saying
Oh,
bye to him and shit. I just wanted to,
oh, my
you know
bad,
what
my
I
bad.
mean?
Yeah, that's how you say something. Ain't nothing come up. It's all good. All right,
Yeah.
but nah, man.
But anyway, no, mineral oil, nigga. First off, minerals is how you get kidney stones. Kidney stones cause friction. I don't want no friction with my oil. I want everything except friction when it comes to my oil. You get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That's just logic. To me, that's just logic.
Oil is lubricant.
And friction is anti-lubricant. Lubricant is anti-friction. If you gonna put minerals in my motherfucking lubricant, I feel like I'm gonna expect some friction. Right?
It's definitely some friction. And doesn't it burn? It's kind of like
No, it you know what it does? I was gonna say chafes, but I think there's another word that I wanted. Yeah, there's another word that I wanted, but it's okay. I'm gonna settle on chafes for now. Yeah, chafes.
nah, yeah, I don't like that. That's not good. You start building heat and shit like that. It's just not a. It's not good.
Yeah,
Thing. It's not clean.
right. Oh, you know what it is? That's the word I was looking for. It grates. It grates. You know what I'm saying? You don't want that.
No, you can't grate. You can't be grating your grapes, man.
Nah, you can't get. Hell no, you can't grate the grapes. You cannot grate the grapes.
It's like can't be putting salt in your orifices. You know what I mean? Like that just can't do that.
So, guess what?
No can do.
You was breaking up,
Oh,
and
man.
I don't know if it's me or if it's you.
Well, it's probably me because my connection's a little funny here, but it's probably me. My connection's a little funny for a second, but
well, I wanted to.
Papo.
So first off, it looks like we got a number of people watching. I wanted to shout out to people watching. I wanted to let y'all know that Romeo adores you. And if there's nothing else in your life that's going to keep you from ending it all, let that be one thing. Check us out on Spotify. Check us out on Apple. Check us out on TikTok. Check us out on Twitter. We be talking mad shit on Twitter. Just so you know, everything that you see on Twitter is not the views and opinions of the host of this podcast. And everything that you hear on this podcast is not the views and opinions of the host of this podcast. All right? We don't give a fuck about nothing but the six. Okay? Sixers and six. That's all we got to say.
Yeah, the 7-6, not the 6. We don't believe
six.
So
now, with that said, I wanted to break something down, and I want to actually take a chance right now, and I want to know if you want to take a chance with me. Take my hand. Take a chance.
Let's do that.
All right. So here's the chance I want to take. Okay. I want to break down. I want to break down a song. So I want to see if we gonna get away with playing a song for a portion, and then analyzing a portion, and then playing further for a portion, and then analyzing a further portion. I want to see if that's going to work for us. So it's kind of an experiment, and it's a chance. You know, that's why I say it. Niggas want to take a chance. Do niggas want to take a chance?
Let's do it. Let's do it. We about an hour in, so we got to split. What we got to split. We could make it like a banana. and
Wow.
pudding.
Wow. All right. Well, with that said, let's take a slight little break. You got any shout outs? You got any endorsements you want to make? You got any commercials or any sponsorships you want to do?
Yes, I'm shouting out a bunch of people. Yo, y'all niggas like pictures. Y'all like to look good in pictures. Y'all like to look fly. Shouts out to my man at Axiom Media on Instagram. Get your shit in. Y'all niggas like podcasts. Y'all like niggas having conversations and talking shit and know what the fuck they talking about. Well, holla at the man to it's the right, left of me. Romeo Bones. He's doing this thing on capturing convos, man. Find these niggas on Twitch. Find these niggas on YouTube. Y'all on Kick yet?
Nah, no kick yet.
They coming soon to Kick, man. Get that ass on Kick, man. So
Yeah, kick that ass.
Shouts out to my man Deuce Phoenix. Where the project at, bro? You just performing this weekend, man. We waiting for the tunes, man. I mean, we might have to bring the group chat battle rap, man, back, man. I might have to get the pen back out, man, just to inspire the boys them. You know what I mean? So shouts out to J Rod.
All right.
I mean, so Soundboy
Bye.
like that, you know what I mean, doing his thing. You know what I mean? And I don't know, man. It's a myriad of shout outs, man. Shouts out to anybody that likes and loves, you know, Romeo and myself, and that's showing us love. And then shouts out to the haters too. You know what I mean? Secret admirers. You know what I mean? Y'all inspire me too sometimes, man. So, you know. Yeah, that's it though. That's it.
All right. But
Oh yeah, and always shout out Deep Low. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, always shout out Deep Low. Happy birthday, my guy.
You know what I mean?
Happy birthday, my guy. You 50. I got a real quick question, just because you know I love being a distraction for myself.
Okay.
Would you rather? So I was kicking this around, right? So the first time that I was conceiving it, I was thinking to myself,
yes,
inches for inches.
Whoa, no,
right? No, because inches matter, right? So I'm thinking myself inches for inches, and I did that. We did that. We actually talked about that. But then I was thinking for myself inches for thousands, right? Then I was thinking inches for money, right? So I was thinking, would you rather lose 3 inches on your height or lose 30,000 in your income, right? But then I was like, that's too relative, because that will actually say who you are income wise, right? And who you are height wise. So that is actually a very specific question for a very specific person. So then I was like, all right, how about this? Would you rather be a nigga that stays 5'4" for your whole life, or be a nigga that never makes more than 54,000 a year for your whole life? Which one would you rather?
Man, in this economy, shit, man. Listen, dog, short kings winning out here, man. You know what I mean? So we can figure that out. You know what I mean? So, you know, where there's a will, there's a way. You know what I mean? So it was kind of funny, actually. It's funny you mentioned that. I actually watched somebody at work fucking just like hit a nigga with fucking like height shame and shit like that. It was kind of wild. I was like, damn, that's kind of wild. I ain't realize you said that to that man. You even know that man that well to be even saying some shit like that? He was like, man, it looks like you got to deal with me, such and such and such and such. He was like, yeah, but you know, something was like, you know, something crazy. He was like, yeah, man, you look like you got a load of shit over here. He's like, yeah, I got a load of shit that's taller than you or some shit like that. And I was like, damn, nigga.
He said, I don't know. I remember.
Oh, you muted. Why you muted?
Because I hit my.
Wait. Not yet. Hold on. Can I undo it? Let me do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Let me do it, man. Let me do it to him, dog.
Do it.
All right,
Do it.
there we go. Nah, you did it already. You did it already. I didn't have to do it. You did it. But but now I was gonna say, nah, it's been a minute since I actually like, you know, it's been a minute since I seen somebody actually just hit somebody with a whole height joke. This grown ass men and shit like that. And I was just like, damn. I was like, I don't know how you gonna respond to this, yo. I mean, like, I guess it depends on how resilient my man is. My man wasn't really the, what I mean. I can't say that he's not vertically challenged, but I'm like, damn. But the boy that said it to him was definitely like, he's a good like 6'2", 6'3". Shit, he may even on a good day may even be 6'4", depending on what shoes he got on. So I'm like, damn.
Right. If he got on some butters, that nigga is definitely he's a pro athlete with some butters on.
I'm like,
No, but
damn,
he got the
dog.
right to do that to niggas. He got the right to do that to niggas. You know who don't got the right to do that? I don't got the right to do that to niggas, right? Like I'm fucking 6 feet even, right? So I can't look at a nigga who's 5'8", 5'9", the national average, and be like, yo, hey yo, can you do me a favor? What's that? Can you grab that shit down there real quick for me? Cause dog, I'm trying to stay up here, bro. I'm really trying to stay up here.
That's a good one.
Like niggas can't do that, bro. niggas at 6 feet can't do that. You got to be a little bit, you know what I mean? If you 6'5" and you do that, niggas is like, yeah, I get it. You be getting dizzy, like, atmosphere change, oxygen. Yeah, I get it. Right? Oxygen to the brain. I get it. But a 6 foot nigga can't do that. I'm like right on the cusp of being tall. Like I think I'm like regular, right? So yeah, shout out to the short kings. But I will say this. You know what a nigga said to me earlier today?
What's that?
He said, yeah, because you my height. So you can't be losing your temper. Niggas get scared. But these short kings, they could go around spazzing and snapping on whoever the fuck they want. I was dying, bro. I was like, oh shit. These niggas they be throwing tantrums like little babies and nobody cares.
And until them niggas bite your ankles, dog, you be mad.
No, but the thing is, right, like them niggas could really spaz. Like, all right, let me give you a good example. Me and you, we have a mutual contact that he got a name, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? He got a name. We gonna call him, right? So him be spazzing a lot, bro. Like him be losing it a good bit. And I was thinking to myself, damn, if I lost it as much as him lost it, nigga, there would be fucking whole entire populations in peril. You get what I'm saying? Like there would be entire like family, like bloodlines that could get like wiped out if I was the type of nigga that had the type of mentality that could just lose it all the time like that. You get what I'm saying? But when you 5'6" or 5'5", you can lose it. Nobody, you know what I'm saying? You ain't about to hurt nobody for real. Like everything will go exactly as planned. You can wake up tomorrow and still, you know what I'm saying? Go to work. You ain't gonna break nothing. Like you can't make a hole in the wall. Like you literally can't knock anything down. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear you.
That makes sense though, right?
It's a certain temperament. I mean, I've known people that like just
Napoleon complex can only like nigga. There's a reason it's not called Alexander the Great complex because Alexander the Great can't get away with doing that shit like that. You get me?
But that's the thing. Some of them you gotta watch out for though, because that's because some like you got some people that are performative, just loud, boisterous. They get their point across. Maybe a little exaggeration and stuff like that.
Nothing worse than a performative nigga. Go ahead though.
But then you get the motherfuckers that really be like, just be mad. You know what I mean? Like it just be like, yo, dog, like it's nothing you can do about that. It's just like
no,
dog.
But that's cool. But the thing is, they're mad, but like they could be mad, but they're also fun size. So it's not that much of a threat. You get what I'm saying? Like they're restrainable. Like you get the difference. Like say for instance, okay,
yeah, but that's
let's
the
say
thing.
you and me.
Let's say. But I ain't trying to restrain. Like I ain't in.
I'm not saying that that's the. I'm not saying that that's the best. No, neither am I, nigga. I'm just saying that like a lot of people. You know, what's funny? You're taking this just because of the example I used. You're taking this conversation in a certain way, and it's helping the tone because it's making you have an opposing viewpoint. If it wasn't for that, you wouldn't have an opposing viewpoint. But because of that, it's more entertaining for the guest because the guest is sitting there like, why this nigga arguing for short people? Is he short? Nah, Tretch is not short. Just so y'all know, Tretch is 6'7". This shit is not a game. I'm only 6 feet. Tretch is taller than your mama's, father's, baby's, father's, mother's, uncle's, brother-in-law's kids. You get what I'm saying? Tretch is all of them combined.
I'm wide though.
He got girth. He got girth. So with that said though, like besides the bias, besides the the connotation that you have, you got to understand, bro. If 2, 5, 3 niggas get the mixing, Niggas gonna let it mix, bro. Niggas is just gonna be like, damn, yo, they just had to have it out, right? If 2 6'2" niggas get the mixing, nigga, everybody's moving away from that shit. Everybody, niggas is calling cops. You get what I'm saying? Niggas is arming themselves. Niggas is hiding behind furniture. Not the type of furniture you can move, like buildings. Like, you get what I'm saying?
That's the whole problem, man. You gotta.
I've done that. I've been, nigga, on a Friday night. I've gotten too rowdy and had to be restrained by a nigga my size. And you know what happened to everybody around us? They cleared out. Like, as soon as the nigga decided to put his hands on me, everybody was gone, and it was just me and him. And he looked at me and was like, "Look, cuz, ain't even worth all this." I was like, "Yeah, I ain't know it was this serious. Like, it's just me and you now. This is intimate."
Pause.
No pause. That was you. It was you.
That was me.
It was you. Yeah, it was you.
I can't remember the last time I restrained you in a. Well, I don't know. We were probably.
You've done it so many times that you don't remember anymore. That's the thing. So, like, it's commonplace to you now. It's just any old other Wednesday.
Nah, I remember the one time, man. I had to intervene when with Taylor Gang, because we out in Otakon, and my man was doing cartwheels and hit the one ball. Now this motherfucker was
kicked the nigga in the chin, right? Didn't he kick the nigga in the chin?
I was like, dog. I was like, yo, this. I'm not, nobody here is winning this fight, dog. I'm just telling you now. So I had to really go up to my man.
No, everybody's gonna lose. Like, literally, if we mix, everyone loses.
Yeah, I was
like, nigga.
There's no
the organizers, the fucking fans, me, you, my camp, your baby mom, my baby mom, your kids.
I mean we all might win, YouTube might win, Twitter might win, because
on some real shit, only ones winning is World Star. That's the only one's going to win. If me and you talk to each other anymore, only one's winning is World Star. I'm not about to get no deal off of this. But you got a single about to drop. Exactly. You're not about to get no deal off of this shit either.
Exactly.
You don't need the extra publicity at the moment.
So let's save it. Let's wait till we get on Brand Risk. You know what I mean? To figure it out. You know what I mean? So
you know what's crazy, bro? I can't wait until I'm like old and like dying and decrepit and lonely and like nobody wants to spend any time with me, and all I have is choices to just like relive my past and the best moments and shit and reminisce. I'm gonna listen to this podcast, and I am going to be able to piece together all the different like clues and links, and like, because you know what's crazy? Even though we haven't been as consistent as I would like, we have given these people like our souls. You know that? You realize that? Like over the course of like, well, we've been doing this for 8 years now.
Getting close. Maybe like 6. It's 6 now.
When we start? 2019? Or like early 2020.
Early 2020. That's when we started. 2020.
Early 2020 was Tretch and Romeo, right? But exclusive was like late 19, right?
Nah, it was exclusive was we weren't Tretch and Romeo until like 2022.
Right, but I'm talking exclusive. I'm talking like the annals of this shit. I'm talking like in the butthole of this shit, the rectum of this shit.
We was recording on an iPhone.
Yes, when we was out kicking it with homies and was like, yo, let's see what happens if somebody hears this.
Yeah, it was like 2019. Yeah, I'd probably say like late 2019, December 2019. I remember that one. That was interesting times right there. So that was a crazy run.
I'm gonna be honest, you remember it way better than I do.
I know, because you were fucking you were out there, John, bro. You was a non-neighbor. Like you didn't live in the neighborhood, but you definitely lived out this motherfucker. I saw you more often than I see a lot of my neighbors. I was like, yo, this thing.
I was a monster. Yeah, I was an animal.
This nigga tagged up, man. You know what I mean? So
listen, that type of lifestyle that I was living at the time, that's what I'm talking about. This is exactly what I'm talking about, bro. Listen,
so, I'll be walking around. I'll be walking around saying like, that. Is that Lil Romeo, yo? Is that
Yeah, is that Lil Romeo?
Yo,
who that nigga over there sleep on them steps? Yo, who that little nigga right there leaning out in front of that poppy store? Hey, yo, who that nigga copping that drink for that bitch? That's Lil Romeo. Never seen a nigga with so many ups and downs in one day. Like literally everything you see is just one day, right? So, nigga, I was out here. Don't get me wrong. I live life. Like I will never die with any regrets. I will promise you that. I've tried everything that you can try. Nah. Wait, that came off wrong. All right, but Either way.
Speaking of which, I finally finished the Charlie Sheen book.
Okay, so even I just want to say, just to respond to that, and then we can go straight into Charlie Sheen shit. Even even you saying that right now is providing even more of that, like you know how you listen to something and there's like value on the surface and it's immediate and it presents itself like with no effort, and then there's something you can listen to and there's like you got to dig for it, you know. I think this is one of those things where like literally I think we have been dropping so many jewels, so many hints, but in so many different ways while being this way, that way, distracted over fucking 7 years, my guy. I think that this is going to be one of the greatest podcasts ever to listen to. And at our like our 15-year mark, at our 10-year mark, I think this is going to be like an amazing accumulation or compilation of fucking, yeah, it's crazy. Like when we blow up, this is definitely going to be the highlight of the documentary. You know that?
Yeah, maybe like, yo, I mean, and by that time, you know, they'll try to weaponize us against us, and it's like, dickhead, I gave y'all for a reason.
Exactly. They can't. So the thing is, the only thing they're gonna be able to do is they're gonna be able to tell me that I'm retarded because I am, and I've been medicated for like years and years, and you niggas can say whatever the fuck you want, and niggas is gonna be able to tell me that I'm a F word, and I'm gonna be like, yeah, I'm your favorite F word, and then niggas is gonna be able to tell me that I said like things about the Jews that they're confused about, and I'm gonna be like, shit, shalom. I'm gonna be like Mashlom Ha, nigga. I'm gonna be like, yo.
I'm gonna see y'all niggas Shabbat, dog. Chill, leave me alone.
Exactly. Ani Loro say. So anyway, Ani Loro say low, nigga. I don't care. So the point is, I don't give a fuck about nobody but my nigga Tretch. And for my nigga Tretch, I will die. For my nigga Tretch, I will kill. But y'all niggas won't understand what I mean by that until episode 377. So keep tuning in, y'all.
Little do they know. Little do they know.
They will.
But you know, it never come down to that.
So look, I want to go back to the now back to the track I was talking about, right? Just so niggas don't think that I got distracted or anything, or niggas think that I lost the fucking the rabbit.
Lost the plot.
Yeah, no, I never lost the plot. So the song I want to play, I want to highlight the song called BC's and G's by Petey Crack, and I want to play it. It's off of his Crack Files 5 album, the Cocaine Edition. It's like track 3 or 4. My question, okay, so first off, we're just gonna recognize lyricism. We're gonna fucking highlight lyricism. It's gonna be really beautiful. We're gonna break some shit down. I read legally that on Twitch, we should be able to take in 15 seconds of a song, react to it for nearly a minute, and then take in, you get what I'm saying? So I want to test that theory, right? Like we're going to play an actual song that has like actual copyrights, belongs to somebody, but we're going to react to it. We're going to do this for research purposes and for you guys overall entertainment. What the fuck, man? That's not a good reason, right? Like I need legal shit, right? Don't need like a legal like disclaimer. It can't be like, yeah, it's for your entertainment, so don't sue us.
I think it's legal enough. I mean, I don't know. We're examining some music, paying homage to an artist.
All right.
And yeah, I mean,
yeah, we Philly niggas. Petey Crack. It's been brought to my attention recently that Petey Crack is 2 of my top 5. So I agree with it.
Bringing attention and recognition to a Philly legend that y'all keep trying to forget about and trying to get us to forget about. Y'all can't make us, dog. You're not gonna make me.
That just brought to my damn. I got like 3 songs in my head. Don't worry. Go ahead.
Nah, I said
nah, it's an Eve song. Y'all can't fuck with us.
What y'all niggas want? Man, Eve got, man, she got some heaters. Eve, man. Great, amazing 5-year run. Amazing 5-year run. Amazing
very
5-year
underrated
run.
Artist. very underrated artist, like existed in a very hostile landscape and found a way to thrive. And not only that, had dimension and depth to her
And depth.
character.
So much that it rose so far above it. Like, and man, it's kind of crazy because she actually, she's like, one of those artists, or like, you have the drug dealers that you know made it and actually retired to the get out of the game and shit like that. Like, really came out of the game unscathed. You know what I mean? Like,
But she was a stripper who did it.
yeah. Well, that's the thing. She started from the bottom. You know what I mean? So
No,
much
she's
so.
actually, you know what's funny? I just want everybody to know in Philly, there's a place called the Bottom. There's a section of the city called the Bottom.
Yeah. I
I'm
don't
not
think
sure if she's from there.
I don't think she's from the bottom now.
I don't think she's from the
I
Bottom.
never got bottom vibes. I felt like she's like either from like West Philly or maybe I got South Philly vibes from her. You know what I mean? That's kind of crazy. So
I think YBC Duel and I think some of them niggas is from the Bottom. Them niggas is bottom niggas. Pause. Damn. Fuck.
down bottom niggas.
Let's move. Let's move. Fucking. Let's
Down
come on.
bottom. Down
Let's
bottom.
go. Come on.
Play the
Come
song.
on. We gotta go.
You got the song,
Oh,
right?
I don't know. I can't present. I apologize. I'm sorry. I thought this was understood. I have another podcast with another nigga, and when we present things, I never can present it because my computer is too fucked and slow.
Oh
So
damn. Yo,
it's kind of a given that it's always going to be you.
oh,
But here go the thing. I
my bad.
apologize because no, it's my bad. I apologize. I should have communicated that.
My bad.
Um,
You got that link? Cause I can't where we at here?
I can do that. How you want it? You want YouTube?
Yes, give me YouTube. Yeah, I got it.
All right, give me a second. I gotta do it on my phone because my computer, it's not my computer. Shout out to Tone for letting me hold the computer. shout out to my nigga Tone for letting me borrow his shit.
Yo, shouts out to Tom. Yo, how shit, I might be spoiling some shit. How y'all book coming along?
Shit, man. I
It's
think
on the
it's
way.
done. I ain't
It's on
gonna
the way.
lie.
It's done.
It's not. No. It's not done. I think the concept is done. Okay, so everybody has a different process. Have you ever written a book?
No, not a full book. Nah.
Okay, so this would be my third book, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I read a book. I was assigned a book in college called Creative Writing. It was called Creative Writing, a Process. Okay. I don't own it anymore. It's actually, it was in brief too. It was in brief. So it was only like 100 and something pages. Creative Writing in brief. So it wasn't a textbook kind of per se, but it was also in brief, right? I don't know if
I got it
it
by the way. No worries. I got it by the way too. So don't worry about that.
You got that book?
Nah. Well, I got the.
You got the song?
Yeah. The song,
Oh, bet, my nigga. I love it. All right. So I was literally just like still typing to do that. That's why I'm like repeating myself. But I got that book in brief. And one of the first things that they told me to do in that book was they told me just start. They said that with a writers like to overthink shit, and writers love to like try to plot things out. So just start. Everything will plot itself out. You're gonna plot the shit out. You're gonna figure out where to fill how to fill all the holes, and you're gonna figure out how to fucking touch up the beginning and how to round out the end and all of that stuff. That was one thing. But then the other thing it told me was your process is your process. Don't be beholden to anybody else's creative process. However they do shit, if that inspires you, let it inspire you. But don't let the rules become your rules. You dig what I'm saying? So because of that, I know that I have a process, and my process is very roundabout. Like when I write shit, I might not do the beginning first. I might not do the middle in the middle. So that's kind of how I'm looking at it. So with that said, the story of what me and Tone are writing is done. Is like the story itself is done, but now we have to fill in the details and the color and touch up the setting and make sure that the flowers actually bloom in the right color that we intend for them to bloom in. And we got to make sure that the language is that it appeals to the people that we want it to appeal to. Because ultimately, like, Mary Shelley is really like fucking unapproachable, to be honest, in 2026.
Yeah, that style is just it's rough. But man, 2026.
So Born Another style.
I wouldn't even know what audience really kind of gets to in 2026 because of just the gaps.
Well, I would go by like say for instance, I would go by if there's any movies that were released in the last like 4 or 5 years that were heavily dialogue driven, you know, I would go by that, and I would go by the people who fucking were drawn to that, and I would see what they're into, and I would see how they consume their storylines and narratives. Because like say for instance, right. I was gonna say your favorite movie as an example, fucking the Odyssey, but I don't think that's dialogue driven. I think honestly you have put more fucking sweat and words into either defending or the word I want to use, advocating for that movie than I think their third press agent. I think their first and second press agent have you beat, but I think the third press agent, I think you got him by a landslide.
Yeah, but that's a different story. I think my position was more opposition than I was trolling the ops, man. And I mean that's just that's
but you trolling nigga. The enemy of my friend is my enemy.
The enemy of my friend is my enemy.
That's not how it's supposed to be said, but it still works. That's still true.
I thought that the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I just said, but I said it different. Nah, I didn't say that. But I should have said that. But that's what I meant to say, though.
I mean, there's difference between advocacy and ploys for engagement and attention.
No, don't do that. Never admit that. Never say that out loud, my nigga. No, you keep the quiet part quiet, okay?
I mean, it's easy to say it out loud it's easy to say it out loud in this moment. So,
yeah, for you, it's easy for you. I live this shit, nigga. I live and die over this shit, nigga. I bled today. I cried tears today. I sweat. I'm sweating right now. Yeah. Anyway. So yeah, back to what I was saying though. Your favorite movie, The Odyssey, is an action-driven movie, and it's got a whole lot more going on than just dialogue. So I can't use that as an example. But if I were to come up with an example of a movie that was literally just a dialogue-driven movie, I would use that movie to figure out who I should be trying to appeal to, because what I'm doing right now is a story. It doesn't necessarily come with explosions. It doesn't come with I can't tell y'all that. There's violence. There's very much so violence. But there will be blood. There will be blood. And fires and hangings and all that stuff. But I don't know. I like what I want to go to a historical like kind of thing. What I want to appeal to a romantic kind of situation, because I got that kind of thing going on. What I want to appeal to I guess one of those like what do you call it? An epic, because I'm writing a prequel, so I'm lending an opportunity for there to be further expansion on the franchise. So I mean, I don't know how to attack it, but we still got a little bit of ways to go as far as how we want to big it up, right? Like we want to embellish it now. Like we built it. It has a structure. It has a foundation. Now we want to fucking edify it, right?
Okay. I like it. All right. Good to see where you're at. So, well, now that we did that, we pulled up the song. Let's edify the Crack Files.
Yeah, so, right. The cocaine edition.
Cocaine edition.
So this is good for Black people, especially the youth. I want y'all to be encouraged by this. I want y'all to go ahead and take this to school with y'all. Keep this on your minds when you're studying your English, and tell your teachers.
All right. Without further ado, let's give you PD.
Without further ado.
With fervor ado. With fervor ado.
With fervor, yeah. With fervor ado.
Cocaine, man, that's no thing. Hey, yo, Crack, let's try something a little bit different. I want you to get that wordplay popping. Not that ABC flow. I'm talking about them B's, C's, and G's. Let me see what you can do with these B's.
BK, Money Brown, boo.
Okay. He said, "I want to see what you can get popping with this motherfucking this artistic English shit. I don't want to hear them A's, B's, and C's. I want to hear them B's, C's, and G's. That's the name of the track. The track's called B's, C's, and G's. This is Petey Crack. Philly shit. And then he said, Bubble Brown Booty. What'd he say? Go back a little bit.
Is that how you started off? Bubble brown booty?
That's why, nigga, it was B's. I know that.
BK Bunny Brown Booty with a bounce.
Go back. BK Bunny Brown Booty with a bounce.
With a bounce.
BK
Bunny Brown Booty with a bounce. Okay, so we're talking
Big
about
babe, better beat it better, baby.
BK better make it better with it. Bow. What a while?
big head. Bet I beat it better, baby. Bow.
Hey.
Babe, better beat it better, baby. Bubble body
Wait,
bend, blown bud,
He
banging
said, wait,
biggie.
stop. He said, big bed. Bet I beat it better, baby. Bow. Big bed. Bet I beat it better, baby. Bow. Now, all right, I'm sorry. You got to go back a little bit. Nigga, when the last time you wrote a rhyme?
More recently than you think, actually. So,
Well, I'm glad you answered that way. You think you could do this?
big babe, better be the better baby bow. Not like
This
that.
is alliteration.
I
This is
know.
alliteration, right?
I wouldn't do that, but I like that.
Do you think you could if you were challenged?
If I needed to, yeah, I could do that.
All right. Go ahead.
Headed. Nah, sorry. But let's see what we got. What he said. Blowing big body bends, blowing.
Bud, banging biggie. Bum rush BB King, busting bottles for the biddies, begging baby, bring hands, blowing bud, banging biggie. Bum rush BB, better beat it better, baby. Bubble body bends, blowing bud, banging biggie. Bum rush BB King, busting bottles for the biddies, begging.
All right, stop it.
Did he say bum rush BB King?
Bum rush BB Kings, bringing bottles, bumping biddies. I think that's what he said.
Yeah.
Bum rush BB Kings, bringing bottles, bumping biddies.
There's a bubble body bends.
Bubble body bends.
Blowing
Bubble
blood,
body bends.
blowing blood, blasting Biggie.
Blasting Biggie. Nigga, that's a lot, bro.
Yeah.
That's and not only that, you know what he's managing to do throughout all of this that we're like kind of overlooking? He's painting a picture.
Yeah.
He's somehow not just spewing nonsense. He's somehow still painting a coordinated picture, right?
I mean, he's letting it know. He's like, listen, dog, a BK chick. And that's the thing. He's still setting in place. He's trying to get at a big bust down on a BK chick. And he's there and he's showing him Brooklyn while he's doing it. He's just like, he's telling a story.
She from, all right, go ahead.
So let's see.
And baby, bring it back. But I'm busy boning Britney. Got her bent over the Bentley, but she bust right on the big B. Ballin'.
Hey,
Gotta
but
try to get it back. But he said he boning Britney.
But he boning Britney.
And made she
bent her over
on
the Bentley.
So he switched.
And now she's bussing.
He's switching the Benz to the Bentley.
Yep. He's upgrading.
She's busting on the big B.
Now she's busting on a big B. All right. I think you gotta go back like 3 seconds or something like that.
The Bentley, but she bust right on the big B. Ballin' like a boss, big birthday boy bash. Bumper line of Bogota, the Bulgari black bag.
Oh my God. Dog. I know bump a line of Bogota out the Bulgari black bag, right? Bump a line of Bogota. PD's on that cocaine.
Yeah, okay. I mean, hey, it's living up to his name.
It's the cocaine edition. Okay.
Yeah.
He said
the Bulgari black bag, black on black beamers, back to back.
I'm mad my man snorted on that joint too.
He said
he did that.
Right.
He did
Black
that.
bag,
he did that.
black on black beamers, back to back beaming. Baby boy was broke, now we back to big business.
Baby boy is broke. Now we
Baby
back to
boy
big
is
business.
broke. Now we back to big business. Blocka. Go ahead.
Busting on these bitches. Believe that. B-boy back, getting busy.
That was Bricks
Oh
from
my
Black Boy.
God.
Blocka, busting on him.
Believe that. Something
Okay.
boy back for these bitches. That's bees.
That's bees.
That's bees. And then my boy came on and said something that was beautiful. My beautiful Boricua, something, and you know.
You said that?
That was beautiful, my black Boricua brother.
My
Yeah.
black Boricua brother. Okay.
Yeah, all bees, you know.
But you know what, Crack?
What's
I
good?
need to see if you can do it again.
What's good?
I need to see if you can do it with them seeds.
You do it with Steve.
Check it, it's the Crown Wave Click. Cops can't catch us, call bond
Pause.
clip clear.
Pause.
It's the crown.
Check it. It's the crime wave click. Cops can't catch us. Started off with the
Cops
check
can't
it.
catch us, call bond clip.
I need to see if you can do it with them seeds.
Check it, it's the Crown Wave Click. Cops can't catch us, call bond clip clear. Trigger like a crescent, cut your close. Nigga, I'm cool, calm, and collective. Let the Cadillac coast. Cut the corner and compress it. Crash.
Cut the corner.
All
and
right.
Press it.
He said, call bond clip clear. Trigger. Fuck, I can't remember because it was so many. Call
Yeah.
bond clip clear. Trigger something like a crescent. Trigger
He put a
something
little more
like
love into this verse got a little more love into it. The first one was just a little pop
Nigga,
fly.
you think so?
This motherfucker.
You don't think it's
Cops
love
can't
and
catch
pop
us,
fly?
call bond clip clear. Trigger like a crescent, cut your close. Nigga, I'm cool, calm, and
Cut your
collective.
close.
Let the Cadillac coast. Cut the corner and compress it. Crash course cutie. Cocaine cowgirl, crack in a Gucci. I cooked it in the condo. She caught a contact, now she can't count. It's cool, I calculate correctly cause the ground say crack
Stop.
king.
Stop, nigga. Stop. You're enjoying it too much, nigga. You need to react, nigga. Stop. Nigga, this is too much. All right. Nigga, I heard cocaine cowboy. Nigga, I heard copped it in her coochie. And nigga, it was a lot there, bro. Like, what's going on, bro?
Tracks on the compression. Hold on. Let's see. Let's bring this back here. So
See if you can do it with them seeds.
Check it. It's the
Check
crime
it, it's the
wave.
Crown Wave Click.
Crime Wave Click. Shouts out to y'all.
Cops can't catch us, call
Cops
a
can't
bond
catch
clip
us.
clear. Trigger like a crescent, cut your close. Nigga, I'm
Go ahead.
cool,
You got it.
calm,
Go ahead. Do it.
Tricking like a press on the coast.
collective, let the Cadillac coast. Cut the corner and compress it.
Let the Cadillac coast hit the corner.
You,
And
you
compress
forgot
it.
he was cool, calm, and collected.
I know. That's the only way you can actually, you know what I mean? You can cut the
Cut the
Cadillac,
Cadillac coast.
let the Cadillac coast. And I mean, hit the corner and compress it.
Crash course cutie.
The crash course.
Crash
cutie,
course
so-
cutie.
So he had
That's
Shorty in the
stupid.
car the whole time. That was just so that was the thing. So this whole
Yeah.
point. That's why he was called.
Crash course. Yeah, that's what. Go ahead. My bad. Go
That's
ahead.
why he's called me like
Cocaine cowgirl, crack in a Gucci.
cocaine cowgirl cack in the coochie. That's why he got to drive slow and drive slick. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah, you
he
got
got
to be careful.
Shorty on the wall. You know what I mean? Because they get pulled. They
Mhm,
all
she
get
packing.
pulled. You know what I mean?
She
Them dogs
packing.
come out. That dog's gonna smell that. You know what I mean? And that's gonna be. You know what I mean? You about to
Mhm.
use the lamb. You lose the lamb, the hams.
They
and
gonna
your-
smell that Thoya thing.
That's what it's called.
I cooked
Yeah.
it in the condo. She caught a contact,
Cooked it in the condo.
now she can't count.
She caught a contact. Now she can't count.
It's cool, I calculate correctly cause the ground say
I calculate correctly as the
cool.
crowd say.
Crack King.
crack
Go ahead.
king. Go connect with the cartel. The chopper coast range, call it Carvel.
Oh my God. Sorry, go ahead.
Cut your shaka close range. Call it Carvel.
He said it's a Crack King. Something. Connect with the cartel. Keep the chopper close range. Call it Carvel.
So that's a bar there. That's a bar there. I like that.
You get that, man?
So I mean, calculate it with the king. I guess he's a crack king, so you know what I mean. He eyeballing this shit. You know what I mean? Like he don't necessarily really need he don't need all that. You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
Cold ice
Calculated
cream,
one.
cash, I collect that. We taking collections, church nigga check it.
taking collection, nigga, church, nigga, check it.
Okay, Crack.
Church nigga,
That
check
was
in.
classic, clever, conceptual, and all that other.
I thought he was about to say some chicken. I was like, damn, all right, my man got the church, nigga, chicken. I mean, that's probably a
Church,
double. That's a double right there.
It is a double.
Let's see what we got here.
Oh,
That
shit.
was cool. That was cool,
But we
clever, and
not done.
conceptual.
No, we not. I need to see where you go with these
Go
G's.
back a
Let's
little
go.
bit.
Gang only going, green got us going. Gotta get it while they getting good. Girl, you gotta gluing. Time to
All right, we got to run this one back.
That's what I just said.
He said,
That nigga not playing, bro.
"Gang Goonie going."
Gang Goonie going.
Go.
Gang Goonie going. Green got us going. Gotta get it while they getting good. Girl, you
Girl,
gotta
you got a
glue
glue in.
Gotta get in while they getting good, girl. You got us.
Girl,
going.
you got a glue in. No, girl, you got a glue in.
He said, "Girl, you got to glue." I thought he said, "Girl, got us going."
Green got us
No.
going. Gotta get it.
Green got us going.
Green got us going. Gotta
All right.
get in. Gotta get it while
We
it's
not
getting good,
done.
girl. You got a glue in.
No, we not. I need to see where you go with these G's. Let's go.
Gang Goonie going. Green got us going. Gotta get it while they getting good. Girl, you gotta glue in. Time to upgrade. Get your grade A grooming. Got to get
Get your grade A grooming.
Time to upgrade. Get your grade A grooming.
your goals in gear. You got to go in.
You got to get your goals, and yeah, you got to go in. All right.
Got it. I think he
Get
said
yours
gotta
or
get your
get
goals.
gone.
I think he said you got to get your goals engaged. You got to go in.
Yeah.
Goals in gear. You got to go
Gotta
in.
get your goals in gear. You got to go in. There you go.
Oh, and gear. There you go. Still a G.
Okay. Oh, what's happening here? Why are they doing this to me?
Get goes to get gone.
Get yours or get gone. Now you
Alright,
getting
cool.
good weed. Got your shit sewn. Oh, I guess you.
Are you getting good weed? Got your shit sewn. See, this man he got so many shorties. How many shorties in this track he's talking to, yo? Just so many.
No, I mean he likes bitches. It's cool. I
Got
respect it.
grown. Wanna get up with a G. One glance
Got grown when to get up with a G.
to the gold rolly glow. She was geek, baby.
Got the gold. Got the gold roly glow. Okay.
One glance of the gold roly glow. She was geeked.
Girl wanna glitter, wanna gleam. Get up.
Girl want to glitter, want to gleam.
Up on his
Girl
game.
wanna
Get up
glitter,
in some
wanna
Gucci,
gang.
get up out them Gap jeans.
Get ass some Gucci. Get up. So he's just tricking off on this one here. Just
He upgraded.
Yeah.
No, you know, Petey is the one who said took her out for Halloween. I was trick or treating. That's Petey.
yeah.
Yeah, nigga. Yeah.
Gianni got goals, grass green gelato.
Gianni Gastro Greens got gelatos. Okay. Shouts out to Gianni.
Glamorous gangster girl, I got her from the ghetto.
Glamorous gangster girl got her from the ghetto.
This is brought to you by the CF5.
All right, we
And
turn
the
it
letters
off.
B.
Dang, dog. Yo, yeah, you cut it short, bro. I need a little more of that. I need that. I gotta get on.
Nigga, he did a lot, bro. You
I
want
know.
more?
I
How
need
you gonna
that.
see? I hate niggas like that, bro. Not you. I love you. You know I love you.
I know. I
You
need
know I
that.
love you, nigga.
I need that.
But the thing is, nigga, you know how difficult that is to sit there and just alliterate a whole 16 bars 3 times? 3 times, nigga? How many other letters are available? There's only 23 other letters available. And you know how many of those letters you just can't do? You know how many of them letters you're not gonna get a Z, a X, or Y, a fucking W. You're not gonna get a motherfucking, you get
you can do-
you're
you
not
can
gonna get
do
a
Y.
U.
You can
Not
do a
gonna get
Y. You can do a Y.
Nigga, I challenge you to do a Y, nigga.
A
I
Y.
give you a week. By the next episode, if you can give me 16 Y bars where you can actually say something that's conceptually like
Young niggas be yelling out here, be yapping too much. You've been steady yanking, and they, you know what I mean? Like,
all right, so you could so take that and then start replacing the words where you didn't say Y with Y words. All right. So yeah, if you could do something that actually like is continuously like, you know what I'm saying? And actually tell some type of story or some shit, nigga. Because keep in mind, those 3 verses actually like he actually said something.
they kind of go into they go into context. The last verse is definitely kind of little separated from the first 2, but that definitely contextually.
He was upgrading the bitch though.
Yeah. So, because I was wondering, I was like, all right, you got B's, C's, and G's, but then that's the thing. It's kind of cool. I like that because that was like around like that track worked because then obviously you got B's and you got C's and then like who everybody else, the G's, right? So you know what I mean. So, but then he said, nah, the G's, like the girls though. You know what I mean? So
He changed it. Yeah, he definitely
Yeah.
changed it. He said, now you got a glue in.
Baby, you got a gluing. You gotta you gotta get your.
Oh no,
goals
he
in
said I
gear.
gotta get your upgrade.
Yeah. Gotta get your goals in gear and get you going. I was like, damn, all right, shit. So
Yeah. Yeah, I think that was a lyrical exercise that I'm gonna be honest with you. there's a lot of rappers that can't do that. There's a lot of rappers that would never even think to do that. And there's a lot of rappers that would never be able to do that in a way that we would enjoy listening to it.
Nah. So,
That was, to me, that was kind of groundbreaking. Like, I've been listening to hip hop my whole life and I know all the best rappers. And to me, nobody else in my top 5 did that.
well, that's the thing. Not too many like would do, but that's the thing, when you got guys that do songs like that, that's when you.
All right, let me tell you how many niggas. Let me tell you how many
living.
niggas that are in my top 5 that would do some shit like that. All right, I'm gonna just go off of like Eminem would do that. Eminem would do a lyrical exercise in that vein, you know, to that depth, right? He would try his best to execute it up to that caliber. Eminem would try to do that, absolutely. You know who else would do that in my top 5? Nas would try to do that conceptually. Nas would definitely take some shit like that and he would do that. He would do some shit like that. He done did the reverse rhymes, you know what I mean? He did the whole Book of Rhymes category.
Which
he did it.
Man, the Book of Rhymes still classic, man. I be listening to that, John. I'm like, damn.
You like that, John? So it's funny. You remember my nigga Rick?
Certain parts of Book of Rhymes, I'll be listening to that, John. Like, yo, like, just what was it? It's parts of the second verse. Yeah,
Where his mom, when he said he couldn't even pee right or something. No, that wasn't even it. He said his mom. I think he talked about his mom a lot in the second verse, but no,
my
that
niggas
was
in prison and jail, never hardy in jail. Part of me charge up my true, why I charge up my cell. Most niggas be I'm fucking it up, but
nah, nigga. The fact that you could just fucking cite some random ass god some shit is crazy. Because I ain't gonna sit here and tell you. I could probably do. I'm capable of anything. My imagination is wings.
Rubbing his lips with Tampa Phoenix, still behind the ears rap.
Still behind the ears wet.
Man, hold on, yeah. How could I look at you when you can't chose me? Look at myself, an old man, an OG. Yeah, yo, I'm gonna listen to that John again, yo. Honestly, it's two of them Johns that's dope, cause I always
I love that album. I ain't gonna
lie. Godson, I revisited that earlier this year. I was like, yo, this John hard.
I was listening to Draco the Guy, and this nigga said he think he Pac. I'm gonna send his ass to Thug's mansion. Nigga, that's revisiting right there, nigga.
Yeah.
I'm Draco is the nigga who YG is being accused of killing right now, allegedly and shit. So, like, he got stabbed in the neck at like a concert in 2021. I know I ain't been bringing up that shit. Dead Homies, like I ain't been talking about all that gang shit on here, Dead Homies. But on my other podcast, I be talking about all that gang shit, Dead Homies.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen that. That's a little rough right there, because it's a lot to put something on people's name for something to do bodies. It's a lot. You know what I mean? So,
well, you know what the problem is? He dropped a track about it saying he ain't kill him on his album. He was like, it was a track on his album called I Ain't Do It. And then on his album, he talked about it. Like the whole first verse was about how he organized the concert and he would never kill the nigga because he was getting paid to be at the concert. Whole second verse was talking about how all the niggas who exposing fucking information on him, they might as well be snitches. They like, nigga, if any of this is true, you know you a snitch, right? And then the whole third verse is like I'm above all of this. You know what I'm saying? Gang ties, bang, bang, bang.
Y'all wildin'. That's why the West Coast. That's why there's only one nigga in the West Coast right now, though. so unfortunately,
no. So I heard you talking about Kendrick. I heard news that I heard shit that he's actually getting extorted by them same niggas. And that's why it was such a big thing. So here go the thing, right? This is crazy because I'm watching people present narratives on YouTube. Okay. So if you guys hear me say anything, I'm literally just spewing the shit that I just watched off of somebody's page. Okay. So apparently niggas is saying that the boy YG got Draco done in. Draco was the wave out there. Drake hit up Draco, worked with Draco. They got a song together. It's a good song. Trying to blow Draco up after YG got shot in the hip by Draco. Draco and YG was beefing for years. So when Drake said, shout out to YG, he banged. nigga, YG hit Drake, or not Drake, but YG went online and was like, nigga, don't be talking about me and my gang affiliations. Even though YG is the biggest blood in the world, like everybody know, you know what I'm saying? It's not like he keeps that shit a secret. It's very obvious. So
yeah, Drake was dry stitching on that joint though. He was
no,
like,
but no, he wasn't.
Really
He said, shout out, you know who really banging set? It's YG. So no, but that's cool because he really do, and he be saying he do, and like he could probably go to you could probably go to 30 songs, and YG would be like, I bang a set, I bang a set, I bang a set, and Drake know what he was doing. So Drake actually reached out to Draco,
and they all apparently banged the same set too. He shouted out YG, he shouted out the game, and he shouted out CB. You know
yeah, a bunch of okay. So anyway, Draco was in jail. Drake. Now, when I say Draco, you know who I'm talking about. I'm talking about this LA nigga.
Yeah,
Draco the ruler. So Draco was in jail. Drake reached out to Draco and was like, "Oh, I want to work with you." Da da da. Draco, and he said, "Actually, record me a prison verse." Right. So Draco ended up circumstances made it not happen. He got out 3-4 months right after that. So they ended up with the real song together. Right now. Right? They had a song. It was Drake and Draco, right? And then Drake in Top 5 and the crew, they came to fucking LA and they was kicking it. They was kicking it with Draco. They apparently went to fucking Metro Boomin's birthday party. You know what I'm saying? And then Top 5 had an interview where he said that him and Draco pulled the gun on YG and made his ass leave from the party. He said that, right? Those was his words on an interview. Okay. So then these niggas, they have the concert. I think it was called Once Upon a Time in LA. It was near Christmas. It was like December 19th or something like that. December something. So YG was headlining that shit damn near. So he had like 100 niggas. Draco was performing on the side stage type shit. So he had like 10 niggas. So Draco got stabbed up. Niggas was saying YG knew about it. Niggas was saying YG had something to do with it. YG dropped a song this fucking like 2 months ago, like a month ago, right? This is 5 years later type shit. You know what I'm saying? Literally saying, yo, why the internet saying I did it? I didn't do it. Like, da 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 da. And niggas is like, what the fuck is your problem? Why would you even open your mouth about this shit? So now niggas is doing even more research, going into the video because the shit happened on video. And niggas is looking at outfits and saying, yo, a whole bunch of these niggas that stabbed him got your merch on. Matter of fact, it's a nigga that actually stabbed him that looked like he got on what you had on that day, nigga. So it's getting real weird, just so you know. It's getting real weird.
Ooh, okay.
Oh yeah, and he also had a versus battle about 2 weeks ago with the game. And the day that he had that versus battle, he got detained because his shit got searched with a warrant from that case.
Wow. Okay. All right. So looks like some dots is getting connected here.
I mean, their homies whole lot of gang shit. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, it's just the way it be, unfortunately, man. So not really much more to do about that, you know what I mean? So other than because that's the thing, because the homeboy passed 5 years ago? 2021, something like that. Yeah. So
let me go back to why I even started telling this story, right? So I've been listening to Draco recently a lot, just because, you know, I want to know, I want to understand. Guess what? He got better music than YG and Kendrick. All right, here go the problem. YG don't make good music. I never thought YG made good music. You never thought YG made good music. A lot of people never thought YG.
He has some good songs. I won't give them.
They all feature other people. They all feature other people. They all feature other people. They all feature other people, and that's cool. He's a good-looking guy. He's got a nice story. He's pretty tall. He's light-skinned. He's got a tattoo on his fucking head, but he grows his hair out over it, just like Chris Brown. You know, so like. It's gang shit. It's really intriguing. It's cute, right? I like it. You like it. It's entertaining. But when it comes to his music, it's not good, right? It's not really good. Like, we're not like listening to any of his music. We don't hear his verses and go, yo, he killed that, right? Like, never once have I done that. Thing about it is, listening to this Draco shit, and I'm talking about Draco from like 5 years ago. I'm talking about like the nigga died 5 years ago. So obviously his most recent shit is 5 years ago. I'm talking about Draco from 10 years ago. I'm talking about Draco from like 12 years ago. You know what Draco from 12 years ago sounds like? the whole GNX album. Do you
So
hear me?
that whole all right. So that whole sound, that whole wave.
That whole peekaboo, peekaboo, like that whole like kind of like
Niggas rapping
like
with the teeth,
mumbling,
teeth.
not putting no effort, like vocal fry out the ass. It's lazy shit, like that shit, nigga. That's all Draco, bro. And he really did that. Like I was listening to Draco before we jumped on this, John. Like that nigga got like really good songs. Like I ain't never heard no really good YG song where I was like, yo, he carried this song. Like Draco got songs where he carries the song. And then with the Kendrick thing, Kendrick wasn't doing all that super dumbass West Coast like fucking tribute, crazy Oakland style, like fucking Bay Area shit before, you know, all of this happened. So Draco had a video online, right? This is crazy. This is right before he died. He was like, yo, I'm making a prediction. There's going to be an album that comes out and it's going to have all the West Coast niggas on it. And it's going to be like the definitive sound of the West. And I'm not going to be on it. Right? Draco's not going to have shit to do with it. And you know what else? Mustard's going to produce it. And it's going to be the biggest fucking thing ever. But I'm not going to be on it. I'm predicting that. Take this day down. Remember what I got on. He was like, I had on the AP. Right? So that he did that. And I'm not, you know, I'm not on no like, you know, hood lore fucking legendary, like, you know, I'm not saying that the boy was prophesying, but yeah, the nigga said that and then the nigga died. And then that album was GNX in my opinion. And that shit was performed at the Super Bowl and a whole bunch of West Coast niggas got mad love and credit for it, but he ain't get no mention because he's dead.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. He's way more years past than that, right? And then obviously the shit that overshadowed was the battle and shit like that, which it's kind of overshadowed a lot of things for real. Shit, niggas still talking about this damn battle fucking 2 years later. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
And it's just funny.
How
like,
can it not?
I mean, how can you not? But damn, dog, it's just kind of like, yo, man, it's time. You know what I mean? But yeah, you know, like it's kind of funny though, as you mentioned that, like between the talent and the personality, and I think that was something I was actually listening to a little earlier because you were talking about YG and how so many people like him and his story, and he was saying how you know, that's probably one of the issues with rap kind of in its current state is that and sorry, kind of taking away from your point, but it's kind of veering away, but I was listening to Van Leith and he was going through one of his rants and he was saying how like hip hop has put itself in a precarious position because right now the character and the personality of the artist is on so much on display, and them having to be somewhere and, you know what I mean, who they are. Like before, the character and everything like that, it might have been just more manicured or whatever, or manufactured, whatever, but that didn't necessarily carry more so than the actual art. Like the song itself slap. The nigga could be a piece of shit, may not necessarily like him, his personality or whatever, but yo, this music right here, this shit's popping. You know what I mean? So
Yeah. I think we absolutely used to
yeah.
We used to put artistry and creativity on a pedestal above any type of like personal like merit, right?
Yeah. So
that's why R. Kelly was able to be R. Kelly. That's why Puff is who Puff is, and
yeah,
so on and so forth.
So I think now more so than anything else, like, you know,
we look at people and we go, they should be talented. They should be good. So we give them many chances to do that.
This person that never happens. They have good personality. They're, you know what I mean? They have good personality. They're good looking. You know
Can I give you an example? Can I give you two examples?
Yep.
You remember Vanessa Marquez?
Yep.
You want to speak to that?
Yeah, she did a bunch of stuff with the Neptunes, man. A lot of features, a lot of tracks, everything like that. Even did some background vocals on Justin Timberlake, and they put you there. But that's the thing, but she never, none of the singles really pop. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to even think about that, because what was the song she had? You just lost a good girl.
That was about Pharrell though. On some real shit. I think they fucked.
I mean, that's a Pharrell. So I mean, that's a demo he's selling out to anybody. You know what I mean? Who, you know what I mean? He get that joint off for $500,000. It's just that.
I don't think the verses was that good. girlfriend. Nah, that wasn't good. Hey, talk to me. That was honestly, that was the same fucking melody as some Justin Timberlake shit. I can't remember what shit, but
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. It's it's pockets you can kind of hear.
yeah, it's the
Where at.
Pharrell. It's the Pharrell pocket from that
Yeah.
year.
Yeah. So
Pharrell had a very, very clear pocket that year.
Yeah.
And Vanessa Marquez was in that pocket. But yeah, there's a lot of people like that. They were just like, damn, you could have been somebody. What the fuck happened?
yeah. Well, that's the thing, but I think that's the difference even between then and now, right? Because we were just talking about this a couple weeks ago, and the micro marketing, you know what I mean? So, or the micro media market, where somebody like that could probably be something because they could get enough of a following. Just imagine back then, if Vanessa Marquez was just dropping tracks, we were Star Trek fanatics. You know what I mean? Could have had a YG type career. You know what I mean? Because YG don't do crazy numbers. YG shit dropped a few weeks ago. That shit sold maybe what 20K.
Yeah, they don't do crazy numbers at all.
So you know what I mean. So, but it's enough to do enough, right? So
no, not really. No, he's on the chopping block, in my opinion.
I mean,
like I'm pretty sure the label's looking at him like, damn.
I mean, but a lot of people. I mean, because even Mustard, even the same year he dropped Not Like Us, his album dropped. That John did what 15. You know what I mean?
And that was actually a lot of the controversy too, because niggas was like, damn, you stepped up for Kendrick, like you spoke out on him, like you showed up to his shit, like he ain't even like tweet your album was coming out. Like imagine how much reach he got. He could have tweeted your album was coming out.
I mean, he was there. He was on that stage. Everybody saw him. Everybody watched the pop out. He was there.
Yeah, but nobody knows who that nigga is, though. For real. Let's be honest. It's a lot of niggas it was a lot of niggas who didn't even know who Kendrick was. And it damn sure, to me, it actually seems reasonable that Kendrick would not have any time to be like, yeah, hey, I'm Kendrick. And this is YG. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that wasn't a thing. He was like, hey, I'm Kendrick. Drake's a pedophile. Now that was what he chose to use his platform for at the moment, right? That was the highlight, in my opinion. I mean, that's what I noticed.
So it was just
hey,
like,
Drake.
Yeah. Hey, you got to do that. You know what I mean? So, well, you don't have to do it, but it's the biggest.
Nah, I don't think nobody had to do any of that shit, but niggas did it.
I mean, they didn't have to do it. I mean, the two biggest rappers in the game, Me Tooing each other for fucking the winning rap battle. Who'd have thought? You know what I mean? Like,
I just wish somebody would have dragged the Jews into it more. Like, I just that's all anything I wish.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like, dog, it's like, yo, man, you know what I mean? Yo, you be beating your woman, nigga. You like young girls.
Yeah.
You don't raise your kids. Nigga, at least my kid is my kid. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I was just like, yo, I was like, oh man, all right, dog.
Yeah, that had nothing. None of that had anything to do with rap.
So like, I mean, like that's,
that was a good clip. That.
So like, that's wild. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Funny when the guys get to acting like the bras, man. You know what I mean? Like, shit. I know you don't like Common, man, but shit, he was right about that one. You know what I mean? So, motherfuckers just start saying incendiary shit just to get up under nigga. That'd be getting to me sometimes, man. I've had a few too many reactions like that more recently. You know what I mean? You having a serious conversation and somebody talking to you and they trying to get under your skin rather than get to the point of the matter. And it's just like, all right, bro, you pissing me off two ways. One, you actually trying to piss me off. Two, you really going here instead of actually going where we need to go with this, man. It's just crazy. But hey,
I've been called a rage baiter in my day.
A rage baiter or a race baiter?
Yeah. Rage baiter. All right. So the thing, what you just said,
BAITER or BATER?
I. There's an I in there.
Okay.
There's an I in there.
Okay.
There's an I in every bait that I participate in.
Okay.
So okay. I don't particularly think I'm a rage baiter. I think I am provocative. That's what I think I am. Right. And that's how I look at it. I fashion myself to be that way. I'm intentional about it. I'm intentionally about it. Yeah, I'm intentionally about it. So as a person who, like I said, I'm provocative. And by that, I only mean that I want to be. All right, vulnerable fucking Romeo moment, guys. I know Romeo can be a little romantic at times, so I'm going to go ahead and do it for all of you, for money, for clips, for clicks. I want to be remembered. A lot of us have different things that drive us, and I know deep down in my psyche that I want to make an impact on people around me. So because of that, I do things that I consider to be impactful. Now, it might not necessarily be the most substantial thing, but I ain't got time for that. I ain't got money for that, period. So, but I will go with something that will be significantly impactful, right? Significantly provocative. No, I like if I can't touch you in your I'm gonna touch you in your emotions. I'm gonna touch you in your memory. You get me? So I do go around my best, and like that's something that's an underlying thing, right? That's an underlying thing. That's just like one of those like deep seated like bang bang bang. I don't communicate that. I don't talk about that. That's not what motivates me. That's actually just something that in the background I try to repress. Okay, but I'm sharing with y'all because I love y'all. Now that's one aspect of it. The other aspect of it is on some dead ass serious shit. I study psychology. I want to know how motherfuckers work. I want to know what motivates people. I want to know why they do what they do. The Bible says that you can judge actions, but you can't judge intentions. I can't judge intentions, but I would really like to. I would really like to see somebody's actions and be like, what the fuck is he thinking? And I would know the answer to that question as I ask it. That would be my dream. So because of that, I ask a lot of questions that pride people and kind of give them more to work with and give me more to work with. And that's just kind of how I approach it. So I consider that to be provocative. I don't think I'm a rage baiter in that sense, but I have been called a rage baiter because I do try to ask a lot of open-ended questions that give me a lot of perspective as to how this person operates.
Nah, I've seen you be not necessarily a rage baiter, but I've seen you try to make people uncomfortable.
What, intentionally? Who?
Yeah, intentionally.
When? Who?
A few times, man.
No, but like name one, and I'll tell you whether I did or not. Because if you're right, then I'll admit that you're right, and we can move on.
Man, that whole night you was letting maggots fly.
That wasn't trying to make nobody mad. I was literally not trying to make anyone mad. I was trying to make everybody free. I was trying to free everybody. That was a part of that interaction. I wanted everybody to feel free. I wanted everybody to be like, yo, I was like, yo, I'm free. You can be free with me. We can all be free together.
You want everybody to feel like one.
I wanted everybody to frolic with me. That's all. I just wanted everybody to frolic with me. Nothing wrong with that. I was having fun. I was in my motherfucking bag, and I wanted everybody else to be in my bag with me. There's nothing wrong with that.
I mean,
I was trying to share the motherfucking. I was trying to share the what's it? Taste the rainbow? No. They say taste the rainbow, right? That's the Skittles, John. Taste the rainbow. I was trying to share the taste of the rainbow. That's what I was trying to do.
Try and give everybody a Skittles, just throwing Skittles just all over the place, just all day.
Hell yeah, busting niggas in their face with a handful of Skittles, straight up, whether they ask for it or not. But it was Saturday, so the thing is, you got to be ready for that. Your whole week was building up for that. Like if you see, that's how conscientious and compassionate I am. I'm thinking about my audience, right? So you was working all week. You dealt with what you dealt with. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, your bosses was shitting on you. You know what I'm saying? The people that you interface with, that shit became tiresome and draining, right? And then you got yourself a drink. You got yourself a nice outfit. You went out on a Saturday night and you saw me in a club letting the maggots fly. You know what I'm saying? And me, in my mind, look at my smile. It's fucking harmless. It's fucking harmless, nigga. So you see me, you like, oh, this nigga's on one. But I'm no threat. You know what I'm saying? I'm no threat. So you know what you see when you see me? You see inspiration. You see fucking a better way. You know, you see a new tomorrow. You see a way out, right? So I just wanted niggas to be free. I was being free so that niggas could know how free niggas could be.
Okay. I'll leave it there. But you did say something else like that night that said something, but it's all good. So
what about? What did I say?
I remember us being in the car, and you were like,
"You talking about the car ride?"
Yeah. Well, which one? Because the second car ride, somebody lying, dog. That's all I'm saying. But
double wide car ride. Which one you talking about?
Double wide car ride.
Which one you talking about?
Okay. What content? Nah, the first one you were just like, yo, nah, I just want to see, man. Like, I want to see somebody get uncomfortable. I just want to just watch them, like, I just want to see how they try to like kind of keep their cool in public, but they're just being uncomfortable and stuff like that. So you was trying to make somebody, you was trying to get somebody about their body in public, and that was weird.
Did I say that?
Yeah, you did, and then you made it happen too, and it was just like, damn, that was wild. And then you took it to the umpteenth level, man. So, and not to mention, B got in it with you too, and was just like, yo, man, everybody in this car did that, and I was like, the hell we didn't. So,
No, he was tripping. I don't know what he was doing. I don't think he was taking me as literally as I meant how I was meaning what I meant. You know what I'm saying? Like I think he was just trying to be supportive in the moment, but like that shit was coming from. He didn't know where I was coming from. Like you gotta take a moment and know where a nigga coming from if you just gonna jump behind them. Pause. Like you know what I'm saying? Like that nigga, he wore that though. I kind of gotta give him some credit for that. That was blind loyalty if I ever seen it in my life.
Yeah, no, but but I'm just saying some
He
things.
he could tell I was outnumbered. That's all. He just that nigga who like a challenge. They ain't had shit to do with me or y'all. You know, I'm not gonna take that personal. But okay, so with that said,
I mean,
no, in a good way. Either way, in a good way. I'm not gonna take it personal, meaning I'm not gonna be like, oh my god, that nigga really fucks with me. You know, I'm not gonna be like, oh my god, he really supports my point. No. He's just a nigga who likes bad odds. You know, like if he see a whole bunch of people beating up on a nigga, he gonna jump on the other nigga side. That's just the type of person he is.
I mean, that's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean?
Nah, I describe that in the most legitimately like fucking romantic way possible.
Yeah,
I'll say it another way if you really want me to, but
no,
let's
go. Let's leave it there. I like that.
All right. Now, with that said, though, as far as me wanting to make people uncomfortable, damn, it's crazy when a nigga tell you about yourself. I gotta apologize. Damn, I didn't know I said that.
So,
and making the nigga get up out of his body, that's not usually my goal. Like, if it was my goal that night, I'm not gonna sit here and try to justify it. But I'm also not gonna sit here and like write it off and be like, well, shit, I never said that, because I believe you. If I said that shit, sounds like something I could say. Yeah, I just don't know why I said it.
Because the funny thing is, I thought you were bullshitting, and then you did it, and I was like, damn, that was crazy. I was like, damn, that's
what
wild.
You mean. And then like I was intentional about doing it, and then I went and did it. Is that what you mean?
I think so. Yeah.
So
I don't think you intended it to work out that way. I think it just ended up being a case to where it ended up working out that way. And I was like, damn, that's kind of crazy. I was like, wow. I was like, that, oddly enough, it just ended up happening to be one of our mans. That was kind of wild.
Oh yeah. So yeah, that was okay. Basically, I think it was like I had a whole bunch of false confidence because I was rolling with the homies and shit. You know how that go when you squad deep, and so I'm shooting out shots. Like I'm just sending shots like everywhere. I'm like, yo, nigga, what, nigga? I'm not alone, nigga. I'm gonna be all right. Somebody carrying me home, nigga. No matter what, nigga, I'm good, nigga. I got Tretch with me, nigga. Right? And then one of the shots that I sent hit the bro. Like one of the shots that I sent hit the bro. Now my bro's bleeding out next to me on the floor, and I'm like, yo, get up, man. It's cool, man. It's not that bad, bro. Like you gonna be okay, man. We're gonna get you the help, man. And he's like, nah. He's like, nah. It's my time. I gotta go home. It's my time. He's like, it's over, bro. It's over. It's my time, bro. And I'm like, no, nigga, fight it, bro.
And he's like, no. Doubled down. This nigga split and doubled down. Double down and split on the ride home was just like, yeah, dog. Well, just FYI, I said that because I needed to, because that's something I needed to tell you right now. So I was just like,
I ain't presented like that, but yeah, I mean that was kind of
You might as well have. You might as well have, bro.
Yeah,
you might as well.
I could have did that. Just so all y'all know. So I've been knowing y'all for 20 years now. Just so y'all all know.
Yeah, might as well have, bro. That was wild. I saw that and I was just like.
He said, I saw that. He was like, yo, wait. Tell me what you thought when you saw that.
Nah, because I didn't know where it was going. Because at one point, I didn't know whether or not you were playing and being serious. And I was like, honestly, still to this day, I still don't know. And I was just like, man. And I
will absolutely weaponize my trauma. No fucking ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Man, yeah. But that was different. So I'm just looking like, man, I don't even know how I even feel about this right now, bro. I was like, man. I was about to just call it a night, but I was like, man, the way y'all talking right now, man, yeah, dog, where y'all need to go, bro? I'm about to just get y'all a ride somewhere, bro. I was about to just drop niggas off because I feel like him right now, but Yeah, dog. Yeah, that what got me right there. I was just like,
Yeah.
I was taken
Nah,
back.
man.
You know
Well,
what I
that's
mean?
good.
I was
But no,
taken
I
back.
don't. Like I said, if I'll admit it. I don't think that I'm usually in a state of mind where I want to. Nah. I want to see people. I want to see people. I do. I absolutely want to see people. I was about to say I'm not usually in a state of mind where I want to see people get out of character. I was about to say that, but I can't really even say that with a clear conscience. Like I'm really thinking to myself, like,
Nah, it's one
no,
thing.
because if I know who somebody is,
It's one thing than wanting to see somebody's real character. That's the main thing. You know what I mean?
no,
Like
so
it's.
that's the thing. That's the
I
thing.
remember.
I only want to see somebody get out of character if I know who they are. Right?
Yeah.
Like for instance, you are a person who's been in my life for a really long time. And to an extent, I know you pretty well, right? To an extent. Like I'm not going to claim too much. But so because of the fact that I think I know you pretty well, there might be times where I might want to test that knowledge. You know what I mean? Like I might be like, yo, if I just grab this nigga thigh without saying a word to him and look him dead in the eye, how might he react? And I know how you're gonna react. And then when I do it, wait, what?
Because first this nigga said, like, yo, I want to see if I want to test that knowledge. And then just I let that one slide. And then you was just like, but if I do this, see?
And then you let that slide. And then I actually told you if I grab your thigh and I look you dead in your eye and I don't say a word to you. Now the thing is, when I did that, you did exactly what I thought you was going to do. And that's the thing. Like I was thinking to myself, if I do this, what's this nigga going to do? Right. And you did exactly what I thought you was going to do. So that right there let me know that you're not the type of nigga that's that fun to fuck with like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you're not going to give me the reaction that I'm looking for at the end of the day.
I'm not. I'm sorry, man. I just
like
can't
you just going to shut shit down. And that's why me and you have the relationship we have, because you know how to deal with a nigga like me. Like you just be like, man, you keep that shit over there and we be all right. Like, and that's cool. I'm cool with that. Proper boundaries. You set them. Good job, baby.
I don't like that. Some people do. Some people do.
So I'm thinking about moving to Atlanta and living with a gay dude.
You have a good time. You enjoy yourself.
Nah, I remember.
I'm not saying that's
remember my homie? You met him. Remember my homie?
Yeah,
he need a roommate right now, so I'm thinking like, with my job situation, this would be a good advantageous time to transfer. Like, and then I'm about to come up on some money. I got court next week.
Transfer out and up, and then
well, I mean,
a little more. Nah, that might actually be a good situation for you. I ain't gonna hold you.
Because that's actually like say for instance, my homie was asking me like, yo, should I go to New York? Should I move to New York? And I was telling him like he got a job offer, right? This is a mutual, just so you know. I'm not gonna say his name though. Fellow light skin like yourself. He got a job offer and he was like, yeah, I'm about to. He was like, I'm thinking about it. Would you do it? And I was like, nah, I fucking hate that place. Like for one, and then I was like, their local economy is fucked. And then I was like, the exchange rate will kill you. Like using your money that you made here to go there, you're gonna feel like shit for the first like fucking 6 months.
Yeah.
And then I was like, but however, if they're willing to give you at least like a 40%, like 35-40% pay increase and some type of signing bonus to help you move, then
that may work. Yeah, but
that make, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he was like,
the only thing is like, you just don't. You might not be there long term though. Just don't think you can be there long term unless they plan on.
Well, he told me it was a 35% pay increase. So I was like, oh shit. Well, they're about 75% of the way there. Yeah, if they could, like, the thing is, the terms of that relocation is crazy, you know?
Yeah, that's a rough one right there. That's
like, my nigga got a family, he paying off a mortgage. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a lot, man. Because when you take it and he's taking the family up there, that's a whole different situation.
No, I don't even know. Like, that's the thing. They got a dual income household, so I don't even know if his significant other can relocate just on a whim like that. I'm not aware of that, but yeah. So you got to be making enough money for everybody to move. You know, you can't just make enough money for you.
Yeah,
you gotta settle the tribe.
That changed the game right there. So that's different. That's something you got to think long and hard about right there. So
would you do that?
It just depends on what that opportunity itself could beget. You know what I mean? So, like,
So you're
it,
telling me straight up that that's not enough for you, is what you're telling me. You're telling me that if you could use that as a proper stepping stone, and you have like almost a guaranteed outcome, like that supersedes that after, or that, you know,
not well, it
you
wouldn't necessarily be a guaranteed outcome, but it's like,
you,
you
you
know,
want to know that you want to know that there's more to it though.
I
That,
mean,
like that's not enough
you got
for
you
you.
got you got horizontal moves and lateral moves, right? So you know what I mean? Like, well, you got lateral moves and then you got pretty much just like, just vertical moves. So if I'm moving to the side to get to a different market to put me in a situation to get, yeah, I mean, if it makes sense, if it's like, if it's something that happens to me in a trajectory, definitely. I mean, I can't say I wouldn't necessarily want to live in New York. I mean, I wouldn't not want to live in New York. Living in New York might be cool. You know what I mean, I wouldn't hate on that. It's just that I know what comes with living in New York. And that shit's just like, nigga, New York East is young. You know what I mean? And is old. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
let's, you know what I mean? Let's, like, for all the perks and the great stuff of there and those things, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? It's a, you know, you're paying for that. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? So it's gotta work for you rather than you work for it. Cause if it don't work for you, like, man, ain't nothing worse, man, than living in the city, man, and not making enough money living in the city, man, because that's a shitty situation, bro. Because you
Yep.
stuck. You know what
That's
I mean?
what,
Like,
nigga, remember when you used to see me all the time? That was
so
why.
yeah,
That was why.
there's nothing worse than living in the city, man, and not having enough money, man, because not making
Mm-hmm.
enough, because man, that's a rough position to be in, because man, you can't get nowhere. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
you can't be nowhere. You know what I mean? And you got to be
Yeah.
everywhere at the same time. So that's the only thing is, putting yourself being in that type of situation is tough. So, but
Yeah.
you know,
I mean, I was an Inuit in the traditional sense, but that's what the city will do to you. But at least I could live to tell about it. You want to talk about the Sixers?
I think we did, but we how far are we at right now? We two and a
Did we
half.
talk about the Sixers?
We talked about some Sixers earlier. We talked about some of our favorite Sixers and something we like. We didn't get into their schedule and stuff like that. And,
Nah, we was roundabout. All right. I just want to apologize to y'all for that troll cast that we did the week that Brian came to the city. Yeah, we probably could have talked about it, probably should have talked about it, but we didn't. And then I also want to apologize to y'all for continuously hitting this pod and not talking about basketball. But at the end of the day, you know what? It's the off season. Y'all niggas got 35 other niggas to talk about it.
We talk about basketball the whole first 45 minutes.
No, I mean, we talked about like basketball as a concept. We haven't talked about like the Sixers offseason, nigga. We haven't talked about like the new players we got. We ain't talk about Brian and the Biddy. We ain't talk about none of that shit, nigga. We haven't talked about Jaylen Brown's fucking like media empire.
Yeah, it's press. Oh, yeah, look at us. Yo, what are we doing with our lives? You know what I mean? So yeah, we ain't talk about that interview. Yeah, it's press run. All the runs, stopping by the Eagles, stopping by the Phillies. Yo, because he did that first pitch.
I know.
Yeah,
he announced it on his stream. He was like, "Yeah, I'm about to go. I'm going to the Phillies game tonight. I think I'm about to throw the pitch." I was like, "This nigga is locked in, bro. This nigga wakes up every day and does some interesting shit, bro.
Yeah,
like I gotta say, he's like
day
Chuck Norris now."
Yeah, and he went to Eagles practice, went golfing with Maxie, and then was at the what's the name, the Rump Classic game too. So I was like, damn,
this is a real smile on my face right now, nigga.
Yeah.
If nothing else, the nigga is showing me how to make good content. If nothing else,
and this is the crazy part because Brian ain't even still pull up yet.
Brian ain't even, and he been talking about that too. He's like, "Yo, when is Brian getting here? Come on, Brian." So like, I'm trying to link, Brian.
I mean, they're playing, they're working. You see him and Maxie and all working, but yeah, it's crazy. And then you see Embiid. You seen Embiid lately, man? You see these pictures of Embiid, man?
No, I heard he in shape though.
Bro, this boy is looking good, man. Looking good. I ain't seen him this skinny since his first year. So
Well, they got that nigga scared, bro. Like, honestly, I never, like, on some real shit, he's got the most precarious situation out of the whole lineup. Like, that nigga is the one nigga that really is like, am I on the fucking chopping block right now? Babe, am I on the chopping block right now? Calls his agent, yo, am I on the fucking chopping block right now? Like, I'm just thinking to myself, like, nobody said it to me personally, but like, I'm feeling it. Like, I'm kind of feeling it a little bit. Is this still my team? Yo, babe, is this still my team? Calls Reese. Yo, Reese, tell me the truth, bro. Is this still my team?
y'all trying to trade me, dog?
Yo, am I on
Y'all
the
really-
chopping block right now while we on the subject?
It's like, y'all really want to trade
Y'all trying
me?
to trade me, bro? Like, yo, y'all want AD, bro? Tell me right now. Like, straight like that. Tell me right now. Y'all want AD,
y'all-
bro? I think Embiid is really going through it right now, honestly. Like, I think emotionally, I don't think he's a mess or a wreck because I think he's got way too much money to feel that way.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, because
consistent
that
amount of
contract's
Yeah.
still guaranteed, baby.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
but-
Look at this, John. Look at this ball, man.
damn.
Look at that.
Okay. Big sexy out here. This nigga, he looked like, you know, he looked like an absolute unit. He looks like an absolute unit.
So this is a question that that could probably close this out real quick. So what's the thing? So like, does Joel Embiid end up turning into like looking like a Kevin Love type? You know what I mean? Now that he comes to the team, like, does he just turn into a stretch five? Stretch five.
I'm gonna be
Stretch
honest,
five, get you
man.
some buckets.
All that physical shit is definitely that's in the past for that guy. I don't think he's gonna be, you know, bodying his way into the paint, knocking niggas down, leaning on niggas, sealing. You know what I'm saying? Drop steps and all of that. I don't think that's his game. I don't think it's been his game for a while.
That's the thing. But with his game, I don't think he ever needed that game. That face up jumper, bro, is just.
Well, no, the face up jumper is a newer thing than that. Don't get me wrong. He was great at that when that needed to be done. Like in 2019, 2020, 2021, like that was a thing. Like that nigga was fouling niggas out by using his smarts. He was taking young fucking centers and like literally bodying them, abusing them, like with moves and with power. So he's fouling niggas out. He's abusing young big men with power and moves. And then he was also working on that face-up jumper, working on that elbow jumper. Now, I think it's way less abusing young guys in the paint. I think it's a little bit of, you know, foul bait and rip throughs, fucking pump fakes. And then it's a whole lot of fucking elbow jumper. That's what I think. I think that elbow jumper is his key to, I think his elbow jumper and shooting 38% from three is his key to longevity in his career. Yeah, that's what I think.
Definitely. And then I think, but the only thing is I just still do want to see him rebound a little more. I just want to see more rebounding.
Nah, that's too physical of an activity for his body, bro. Like, why do you want that so much? Like, nigga, what is a rebound, bro? Everybody can rebound. Anybody on the team can rebound. VJ could give you 7 rebounds. Fucking Maxey could give you 5 rebounds. Fucking LeBron could give you 6 or 7 rebounds. Fucking Jaylen Brown could give you 6 or 7 rebounds.
That's what's gonna look like.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fucking rebound party, bro. We not dependent on one big man to give us no fucking rebounds, bro. That's just not gonna be how it plays out, bro. This is almost positionless basketball at this point.
I'm hoping so, because I mean, honestly, our rebound ranking has not been great. Like last year, we were 17th.
Years and years, nigga. Not since we had Dwight, nigga. We wasn't rebounding.
Yeah, but that's one of the keys, man. You gotta get the rock, man. We can't have Josh Hart just grabbing, man, fucking 15 boards on us a game, man. We can't have that, man. We
you know what they say too in the league? That's effort. Rebounding, that's effort. That's just pure effort.
Or what they call it, second effort or whatever. Second effort or whatever.
Well, yeah, that's definitely the second effort is the shot that you put up after you grab the rebound. But like when niggas say grabbing a rebound, like what does it take to be a good rebounder? That's effort. That's just effort. Like no athleticism, no knowledge, no ball knowledge, no IQ. Just that's effort. That's what niggas say. That's effort.
Nah, it's more than that. I mean, so effort, placement, watching the game, seeing where the shot goes up, seeing where it comes back
Understanding the
down.
bounce of the ball, bro. There's niggas who know the bounce of the ball. Like if it's coming off of his hands from that angle, he usually be long with it. If he miss, he's gonna miss short or he's gonna miss long, and that's a nigga that tends to miss long. So that means it's gonna be a short bounce, and I'm gonna be standing right here at this angle. Niggas do that, bro. These is $1 million athletes. You don't think they fucking study that?
I would think so. You know, if the money on the line, you got to. So,
Like Maxi, for instance, Maxi puts up when Maxi puts up a 3 and he misses, it's usually a short miss. So because Maxi misses short, niggas know exactly where to stand when he goes to shoot the ball. Niggas know where to stand because they know where his rebound's most likely to fall. It's just like baseball, like playing the infield in, you know?
Yeah. So, but that's the thing. But that's why I think maybe like Joel could probably. I mean, there's a physical nature to it, but I think some of it's just placement as well too. You know what I mean? So
You think he's just not smart enough? Like you think he just been?
no, I don't think he's not smart enough. I just think my man just don't be his placement sometimes on defense, and you know what I mean. Sometimes just be a little funny. Sometimes that's all. So granted, I know sometimes he's trying to watch the miles. You know, certain big men like. They don't really try to go too far
Span the whole
outside of the
court.
base. They don't span the whole court typically. I mean, sometimes you'll get them out to, but a lot of times they're usually running kind of more or less the center line of the court and
Yep.
between the baselines and stuff like that. So they're trying to kind of manage they're managing the miles on their legs and stuff like that. So
Yep.
very rare occasion, and sometimes you see them go in, and then sometimes, but if they do to go into the rim, they just either go to the corners sometimes. You know what I mean? So you know, so it's funny watching, you know, just those subtleties and movements and stuff like that. So
yeah, I mean, I think he might be one of the last players that I would say he's trying to avoid some type of injuries, or he's trying to manage some type of he's trying to manage his career to make sure he lasts really, really long. I think he's one of the last niggas that I would put that on, you know?
yeah.
Like I think he's giving everything every fucking night, and that's why I hate him.
You said that's why you hate him because you.
Yeah, does that matter? Like, do you agree with that? Like, I think he's given like way too much on like just the most random night against niggas that we not even in the same fucking.
I can see that.
conference as.
I can see that because I think sometimes there's a certain level to where we got so many good young guys. You got to let them kill them sometimes. You know what I mean? Where it's just like, all right, man.
Or like he'll be in there in the fourth quarter with 2 minutes left, and like we'll be up, and I'll be like, bro, sit your ass down, bro. Like you just said, trust the young guys, bro. Like we got Paul George, we got Maxi, we got all these niggas.
No, the only reason you should be in a game like that and you're up significantly is if one is a dangerous.
It's a back and forth type of game,
or if you're
situation.
in the playoffs. You know what I mean? The playoffs. Sometimes you got to have the starters close out the game, even when you think the game's. You know what I mean? You can't afford to let a game slip. You know what I mean?
No, but you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about Orlando, right? You know what I'm talking about fucking Charlotte or somebody. Like, you know what I'm talking about, that type of shit. Orlando, Charlotte, Brooklyn, Washington.
Remember, those shit. The two of those teams you got to respect. So, I don't know what's up with Orlando, but with Charlotte, I don't even know what they're gonna look like. I still can't believe they traded Melo, which is kind of wild. But they really put their whole team behind what's the name, man? Con Knipple, man. Con's good. I don't know if he's like your franchise player type good, but I don't know. We'll see with that.
Man, them niggas just selling tickets and jerseys, cause them niggas ain't fucking competitive. They ain't never been competitive. They ain't gonna be competitive. I used to live in North Carolina. I remember when them niggas was the shit. I remember when them niggas had
when they had the headbands on, they had the
Glenn Rice,
Pablo and shit.
Fucking Muggsy Bogues. You know what I'm saying?
They didn't have Alonzo Mourning at that time, did they? Because they traded Alonzo Mourning for Glenn Rice, right?
I believe so. I think Alonzo was a little later, and also Alonzo was cooked anyway. But remember Larry Johnson, grandmama?
Yep.
Nigga,
he was there first, then went to New York, right? Because they traded him for Anthony Mason, right? Because Anthony Mason was on New York, and
yup. And then remember Vlade Divac?
Vladdy. Yep, Vladdy was there.
Vladdy was there. He got traded for Kobe. Niggas don't know that. Niggas don't know that. I know that because of NBA Live 97. I know that because of that.
13th pick. So
yeah. So Kobe got drafted by the fucking Hornets, and they traded my fucking favorite player. Oh man. Anyway, so yeah, Vladdy. You had a bunch of good ass Hornets, but them niggas ain't never tried to win, bro. Them niggas ain't never tried to win, bro.
Winning's hard, man. It's not easy, man.
They just selling tickets. And that's not, North Carolina is literally like a basketball state, nigga.
Of course. Of
course.
Like,
and where they're located, where they're nestled at, like the Raleigh-Durham area, like Charlotte, Raleigh-Durham area, like, nigga, they got so many good schools, bro. Like, everybody came out of there. So it's actually kind of weird and trash that, like, they can't field a competitive team in that state. Like, ain't that weird and trash?
Yeah. I mean, I know they've tried too. Like, I know.
You know how many niggas is from Spartanburg? Like,
I know they tried because I know when it like part of the drafting that they did, like when they tried to draft Adam Morrison and stuff like that, and they're trying to make that stuff work, but that just never really. I don't know. It just never really quite panned out. You know what I mean? So
CP3 is from North Carolina. Steph Curry is from North Carolina. Zion's from North Carolina. John Moran is from North Carolina. Who else? Goddamn. Michael Jordan.
Yeah. Well, yeah. If you want to by way of New York, but yeah. Let's see here, b-ball players. There's a lot of dudes.
What?
Way too many dudes.
Did you just see like a long ass list?
James Worthy, Brandon Ingram, John Wall.
B.I.
Harrison Barnes, Cam Johnson, Kobe White, Vince Carter.
Damn. Wow.
Well, some of these guys are UNC alumni, so.
But I think a lot of them niggas is UNC alumni, and they might be from there too, though.
Yeah.
Because yeah, I don't know. But yeah, UNC, well, not UNC, but like North Carolina is definitely a basketball state. It's kind of a travesty that they can't field a good fucking team. If you think about it, like if they just took
Stackhouse,
like I know.
Sorry, my bad, cut you off here.
You good. If they just took, like, I know CP3 went to Wake Forest, but if they just took like Duke and like UNC alumni, that shit would be stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like on the Charlotte Hornets, that shit would be stupid.
See, the issue, I think their issue though is typically they don't have enough. They usually don't have enough guys that like, like their draft position is always really stupid. They were always kind of like us, like always a mid team, so they would never actually be able to get any of the premier talent up top. You know what I mean? Like,
that's right, because they actually are trying to win.
Yeah.
That's actually the scary part, right? Like they didn't undergo any process where they tanked a bunch, so they're not gonna get anything. That's sad.
Yeah,
damn,
man, that's a lot
really
of teams. That's a lot of teams in the league right now, man.
You remember what they did to Kemba Walker's career?
They didn't do nothing. I mean,
What
Kemba
you mean?
Walker. I mean, they didn't hurt that. I mean, Kemba Walker had a pretty decent career. You know what I mean? And then I mean, he got just enough time. I mean, he went to Boston, but I guess by the time he got to Boston, he just
he was cooked.
Too little, too late. You know what I mean? Well, the injuries, man. That's the thing. All those miles caught up to him. So
when he was in Boston, I was like, oh shit, top 3, and then it was like, oh shit, top 2 and Kemba. That shit was crazy. It was quick because, like, keep in mind he was the Kyrie replacement. You know.
Yeah, Hornets ninth seed. Yeah, they were ninth seed last season.
No, they always a playing team. They're consistently a playing team.
Yeah. 14. Yeah, well, that's the thing.
They're honestly, out of everybody that besides Orlando, but out of like, the Nets and Washington and all that, Charlotte is the best one for real.
Yeah, the Nets, I don't even know what's up with them. I still can't believe they spent 5 draft picks in one draft and fucking still
Yeah,
suck.
they got Michael
That's-
Porter Jr., bro.
which is wild because he put up numbers there, but Michael Porter Jr. by
Yeah,
himself.
but he's not a fucking. He's a Cam Thomas. He's a negative
Yeah.
player.
Yeah,
He's not a nigga who's gonna win you anything. He's just gonna go and he might sell a ticket.
a ticket.
You know what's crazy? Did you see that video of him standing outside the club
Nah,
negotiating with the bouncer? Oh my god, bro. There's a fucking actual video that exists of this nigga in New York standing outside a club arguing with a bouncer because he's not on the list. So he's trying to prove his accolades, prove who he is. Jalen Brunson gets out of the car, walks past him,
oh man,
walks past the security guard, goes right in. And that was the caption. Niggas was like, it's a big difference between playing with the Knicks and playing with the Nets.
yeah,
The best player on the Knicks versus the best player on the Nets.
major difference. I mean, bro, especially when one player is definitively better than the other one too. At the same time.
yeah, of course. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, so I mean, it's kind of funny because I think at one point they were probably almost in the same conversation for a little bit, but not no more.
nah, I think MPJ had a whole bunch of potential based on his youth. And then he had a whole lot of injury history and injury risk. So his upside was like I really feel like that actually amplified his upside. Like, I don't know why, but it seems like sports analysts, like, they'll look at a guy who's injured or had an injury and they'll go, yeah, the injury might have slowed him down a little bit, but because of that, we really don't even know what he's capable of if he's healthy.
Well, but in college, nah, he was nice in college. It's just that he had a back injury, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. He had a whole fucking backiotomy. He had a whole backiotomy before he even touched the league. So niggas was like hands off for the most part with him. But
Denver, I mean, I guess they could have kind of afforded to take that risk. So they
yeah,
drafted
in
late,
that system,
and
he worked pretty well.
and it worked out, yeah, because it's just like, all right, you got a fucking 7-foot fucking Magic Johnson.
Yeah, but then they taught Super Dunk Man how to shoot threes, and everything changed. And it was like, we don't need your light skin ass no more. We got a one with dreads.
But the thing about it is that it worked out because he didn't have to do as much dirty work. So you know what I mean. So that was the cool part too.
Well, he wasn't big anyway, so you know what I mean.
Yeah.
They actually like took his role and like expand. Well, they took his role and compressed it.
Yeah, because he's tall,
because
but he's not big though. You know what I mean? Like he's
they was trying to have him playing like the 4 and the 3 and shit, and it was like, bro, you don't even need all that.
He could be a stretch. He could be stretched. You know what I mean? Stretch.
He only weighed like 220, bro. Like, he could be a stretch 3.
But he is
on a good day.
He is. Well, I mean, but he is like what? Isn't he like?
He's like 6'9". He's like
Yeah.
6'9", 6'10". Yeah, he's a tall fuck. Don't get me wrong, but he's just little. Like he's not about to play the 4. He's not a good 4.
6'10".
That's why
15. Damn.
That's why I just said he's like 2. And I gave him a little credit too, saying 220. That's crazy. That nigga weigh what I weigh.
Damn.
That nigga 10 inches taller than me. Weigh what the fuck I weigh.
That's wild. Yeah,
And I'm skinny. I'm a skinny nigga. I'm not even a big nigga. What you weigh? You weigh like 200, right?
not quite. I'm under there.
What you like 195 type shit? 196?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, you within 10 pounds of 200. I know that.
So
I picked you up.
pause. You gotta watch what you say, man.
All right, well, I could have been like, nigga, I carry you every week. I know how much you weigh, nigga.
See, there we go. I appreciate that a little more. You know what I mean?
Oh, you like that?
That's well. It's
You
more
like that, Daddy?
It's more textual than contextual. So, see, you messed me up, man. Yeah, see, you really caught me with that one right there. You want to talk about, man, get a nigga uncomfortable and see. Nigga said, like that, Daddy. I carry you every week. You like that? You like when I do that, Daddy? That's see.
No, me and Maine was breaking down these lyrics to the Style song, right? We was talking about like true lyricism, and this Style song is like a completely like conceptual song. He's talking about, man, nobody believes that my gun talked to me, and then he personifies the gun, and then as he's personifying the gun, he personifies his weed, his knife, his fucking car, and his money, right? And it's a fucking fly ass track, but the whole time when he's personifying these objects, they're talking to him and they like, come on, take it easy, baby. right? And then the next thing they saying, no, you know I got you, daddy. Right? And I'm like, yo, this is how Styles talks. Like, this is how these New York niggas talk. Like, niggas forget that the Locks was signed to Puff. So that daddy and that baby and all of that shit, like, it sound different coming out of their mouth, pause, but it's still the same lingo, bro. Like, them niggas still talking the same shit.
Nah, I say whole game. That's how they get down. So, and I think that is just, pause. That's almost like the video. I don't know if I posted it in the chat the other day, but it was something with Mano. He was looking at it. He was on a pod. He was like, yeah, sometimes, I get in a mood with a nigga and I just look at him and we get in the zone. I just look at him. I just whisper to him, tonight, I want to see you use that gun. Nigga was just like, what?
That's gangster and shit, but goddamn, that was flagrant. Yeah, I mean, anything with tonight like sounds like a Johnny Gill song is about to come on. Like anything you start off with tonight. Anyway,
you use that gun.
I apologize, but niggas got to get out of here. I'm like 7 minutes late for some shit.
Oh, shit.
Other podcasts. I wish I could be more subtle about it.
Yeah, nah, actually, he about to use that gun tonight. That's what he about to do. So, but
hey, listen, you could come through if you want.
Had to hand off I got to hand off the hammer real quick. Pause. But
yeah,
man, that's crazy. But
yeah,
all right,
you can come through if you want. Man's in the studio. I'm about to jump over. I'm about to hop over there real quick.
I might slip for a little bit. I got a couple things I gotta take care of here, but I'm gonna at least be in the John. I'm hopping and probably y'all probably hear from me soon. So, but yo,
all right, bet.
All y'all out there listening. Nah, it's the audience here.
Yeah.
All y'all out there listening. Yo, thank y'all. We love y'all. Thank you for continuing. Shit, you made it this far, so you might as well keep listening. Go listen to like 3-4 other episodes if you want to. You know what I mean? So
we got a fucking whole back catalog. Y'all niggas don't even know, bro. Like, anyway, yeah, we appreciate y'all coming through. Like, honestly, tell your friends, click this shit, subscribe. We trying to grow. We trying to get to the point where we can do this more. Yeah, thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for joining.
All right,
and as always,
go ahead, say it. Let's make medicine.
Yeah.
You like that?
I love that.
Well, use that gun tonight. You'll use that gun tonight.